And we're back here once again with another episode of the Iron Man Podcast, episode 564. It's going to be another rendition of Friday Bangers. Sorry, we started a little bit later than we normally do.
Send Nate the link?
No, I sent it in his ass where it belongs. Jesus.
Sweet.
Fucking Christ.
Just keep going. Just go.
Iron Show ran a bit longer. Actually, no, I don't think the show ran a bit longer at all. I think it went about as much as time as it should.
Dude, this was actually one of the few times we ran perfectly in schedule.
Yeah.
We just barely went over the 90-minute mark, like by a scotch. Nothing. It was good.
So reason why we were late is because outside of the hiccup, I did actually do a video. And speaking of that Borderlands video I did, this is gonna come out in the morning, so it doesn't matter. It's gonna come out like the afternoon for a lot of people. Oh, for us, but for Darnell, it'll be like 3 o'clock in the day. That movie, it's gonna flop.
It was a movie. It's a movie.
The movie is taken in as of yesterday 1.32 million in Thursday night previews. That movie is going to flop on levels that are not even comprehensible. That would mean $1.32 million. I'm not actually kidding at all.
Watch it hits 200 million by Sunday.
If it hits 200 million by Sunday, I'll burn my channel. I'll give my channel to one of you guys. I'm saying it right now.
Oh,
I'm calling it. Okay. I'm putting it out right now. If that movie hits $200 million opening weekend, when the Monday numbers are tallied, I'm giving my entire channel to Chaz. I'll just sign my rights over. I'm signing my rights over. Chaz gets the channel if it hits $200 million on Monday, which I know it's not. It's gonna hit like probably $20 million. It's gonna flop hard, bro. There's only another movie that did it. It was that Reminiscence movie with Hugh Jackman and Rebecca Ferguson, which is the whole max day and date release. That shit grossed $2 million opening weekend.
Now, did you guys go see Borderlands?
I'm gonna see it tomorrow.
Not yet.
Okay. I have no interest. I mean,
me neither. I've never played the games. So
I never played the games either.
Like,
the games are for losers. The games were always for sweaty, smelly losers.
You play League of Legends, you homo.
Okay. All right. I was a Chad when I was gaming. I was that dude, obviously. No, if I'm being honest here, friends tried to get me to play it. I never hated it. It just reminded me of a cartoonish Call of Duty, like a first-person shooter.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it is. I mean, honestly, if it weren't for Borderlands, there wouldn't be like Fortnite. It kind of was an inspiration to that. You can see that.
Yeah,
it's a great game that doesn't have a deep story. It's not one that's like when
all
you
of them.
No.
Okay.
I just played a couple. I think Borderlands 2 was the one I played the most.
Okay.
What are the mid recent one? Whatever that either 2 or 3.
Borderlands 4. Yeah.
It had the characters on the cover, like Kate Blanchett, who looks. I mean, chick's 55 and she looks great, but
I would let her do things to me. I don't care.
Yes. Now nothing compares to her when she's Hella
with the hair.
When you guys told me that, I'll be honest here. I didn't know she was Hella. I just found that out today. No, I'll be honest here. I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know she was Hella. I was like, wait a minute. Really? She was Hella? That's crazy.
With that black latex, you could like bounce a quarter off that fucking Trump,
dude. When she does the hair, in the theater, I was like, I kept having to adjust myself.
I'll be honest here. That movie's not that good outside of the comedy. She's actually one of the best MCU villains. She was just straight evil across the board throughout the entire movie. She actually did raise the stakes. Great. Yeah,
and she played it serious. Like while the rest of the movie was going kind of crazy, you had fucking
the start of the movie.
You had the Jeff Goldblum there, just what the fuck is Jeff Goldblum doing here? And everything else, Jeff Goldblum, essentially.
No, he was playing Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
he was just Jeff Goldblum.
He's playing a gay Jeff Goldblum god that was sexually attracted to Loki.
It was just. She really carried and anchored that movie. That's why that one, I do not hate Ragnarok, and it is mainly because of Kate Blanchett as Hela, and she is smoking hot. She looks good in this movie, but she doesn't fit that character. It's supposed to be like a 30-year-old, maybe mid-20s.
They said Jamie Lee Curtis's character is supposed to be like 30 years younger too.
30.
Time out. We can stop for 1 second. Rewind it back a little bit.
Goodbye.
He's gay for Loki?
He winked at him.
So what? When what's her face? the chick, the drunk chick.
Tessa
She touched
Thompson?
his face. Yeah, when he went like, oh. He got all horny when she touched his face.
He might be
Yeah,
bisexual, but I thought he was gay.
Yeah, he's just kind of being that eccentric, like
Yes.
they were trying to map him after like Andy Warhol or something.
Yeah,
Some weird fucking thing, like artsy guy that wants to fuck everybody. That was that whole character.
He's all about hedonism.
Yeah,
WZ
exactly.
WZ says, Iron, you should go longer. There's literally nothing on YouTube after those great streams.
Thank you.
Oh, if you guys don't know the inside joke, I go after Iron on Friday, so he says that Iron Show is better and the only Good Friday podcast that exists, obviously, just to shit on me. Great viewers we have here. Great fans we have here. Selena, how you doing? Hi, Mike. How you doing, man? For white goats, actually. Yeah, that's the thing. Is in that movie, like, a lot of people shit on Ragnarok, and rightfully so. It really does butcher that storyline a lot, and it makes it way less than what it is. I thought I like the terms of like how serious that storyline is. She actually raised the stakes the moment she enters. She crushes his hammer. She destroys his entire whole world. She takes out one of his eyes. He never actually physically beat her, even when he got his power up.
She kills Odin before she shows up, but just her presence killed him.
That was a horrible death for Odin, though.
Yeah,
we got to agree.
They
did a good job developing Loki and Thor together, and those two guys have amazing chemistry. That's undeniable.
They treated Odin pretty bad in the MCU, man. Really bad.
But overall, that movie, which I don't hate. I like Thor Ragnarok. It's all right.
I like it only for the comedy.
Problem is, it started that whole
Good night,
where
Selena.
MCU is going to go in the Guardians of the Galaxy, but to the 10th fucking level with everything from here on.
Hi, Chloe. How you doing? Oh,
if that movie was just by itself, it would have been fine. I don't think they should have ever gave Taika Waititi another fucking Thor movie.
My thing is, if you're gonna do Ragnarok, because you know how most MCU movies trended upwards to like, okay, they started out one movie, they got everything they needed. Sequel was kind of like doing something else, and in the third movie, they kind of took everything away. Like Iron Man 3 lost all his suits, Captain America lost all his friendships in Civil War. I feel like if you're gonna do a fourth Thor movie, then Ragnarok should have been his last one to make him lose everything, because that was how they were trending. Because Ragnarok came right before Infinity War. So it's like, why even do that storyline before Infinity War? You could have saved it till it was finished, actually.
Well, because they wanted him to actually hit rock bottom.
He literally did, though. I'll be saying he pretty much did. Yeah, Thanos
like it opens with him taking Thor to that bottom level by him and Loki had finally hit that redemption arc and
and right after his brother's killed. Yeah. Oh, I'll say, did you remember the opening crowds or opening weeks for Infinity War? That's the best experience ever in the movie theater, or one of them. Oh my god, when he came down and the hammer started hitting all those aliens and shit, the crowd just went. Oh, I was like, holy shit! That's like, I miss that level of MCU hype when we used to go. Like Deadpool, Wolverine, it didn't have that level of hype like those other ones did.
My theater did.
Really? I was.
Yeah,
it was not that hype for mine. Really, you guys had better experiences. Mine had like 10 people max.
I was like,
oh my god,
like 20 people.
Really? Well, had like 10 people.
There were. I counted so many fucking Deadpools and Wolverine cosplayers in there. Yeah, and like I said, I had to go into the shitty and the big ass movie theater at the big premier outdoor mall here in Vegas. With one of the biggest AMC theaters because I wanted the fucking popcorn buckets, but they were sold out, which now you could just order online. Anyway, it was there was nowhere to even walk. It was really uncomfortable. There were a ton. There was a little midget chick that was dressed up as like a lady kind of like a lady Deadpool.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. You know what I find very weird is that Ryan Reynolds, he has Deadpool Wolverine now. His wife is going to be competing with him at the box office, and people said, "Oh, her husband's going to prop her up." Guys, I know that sounds kind of cool, but no, her movie is going to probably be like her movie's probably going to be like fourth or no fifth best because we have Deadpool Wolverine, Despicable Me 4, Alien Romulus. That movie's going to be fourth. No one's about to watch that shit.
That's just a Hallmark movie they're putting in theaters for like a
Did y'all see the video I put in the private chat movie. in our group chat where like Ryan Reynolds is interviewing the guy from that movie?
Yeah.
And asking him uncomfortable questions. Then his mom steps in. So you had sex with my daughter-in-law.
Oh God!
And then like Hugh Jackman comes in and starts interviewing the guy, and they all.
Hey, so you had sex with my best friend's wife?
Yes.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Great. I watched one of her interviews. What's crazy? She looks the exact same she did in Gossip Girl. She said
like,
that one time.
I don't like this. I'm
one time. I think their 5-year-old kid was watching TV and Deadpool came on, and the 5-year-old saw him get ripped in half in Deadpool 2. The kid was like, "Why is Dada ripped in half?" She couldn't explain it to him. He just got his ass ripped apart by Juggernaut. Like, how weird would that be? You're in movies and your kids see you get destroyed in movies. That's just weird.
I love that line in Deadpool 2. I'm gonna rip you in half now.
It's nowhere near the same thing, but I kind of understand where you're going from, because like my kids would like to watch these.
Yeah.
In like the living room when I'm on live. And they're like, if I'll step out, they're like, "Dad, how are you on screen and standing here at the same time?" Like, there's a delay. It's a delay, guys. I'm just coming to grab something to drink. It's so great to see the magic in their face. And they're like, "How are you doing this?"
We got to do a hashtag in the chat. Hashtag give Selena her wrench back.
Right. Why'd you take it away to begin with? We know you did.
I'll be honest,
there's no way you can just take. It has to be.
You have to specifically hit a button to take it away. So how did it happen?
Okay. So I wanted to give you guys the same moderation powers. That way I wouldn't have to do work in the live chat.
I don't have any moderation powers. What do you mean?
That's because you're not a mod.
So you wanted people. So
she's not a mod
you wouldn't
anymore.
have to do as much work.
Yeah.
You took away her ability to do work for you.
Yeah.
Which she was willingly doing for free.
I'm starting to think I should have stayed talking to
I didn't even take it away. I thought I transferred everything over properly with every name, but it didn't go. And then when you guys told me she didn't have a wrench, I was like, "Oh, I'll go fix that." And then I haven't did it yet because I'm a lazy piece of shit, honestly.
Anybody else call bullshit? Because I do.
I'm enjoying this.
You guys actually believe? If anyone believed that, you're retarded. Actually,
bullshit with this man. Everything that comes out of this man's mouth is a walking L. We already know.
I'll make her a mod once again.
Do it right now.
I'm tired, man.
You are live. You can literally go to your YouTube right now.
Okay,
click the button and make her a mod. Do it.
Why did I take her moderation powers away? Because she said I was overrated. She said I was overrated, and I was like, I'm taking away the white woman's privileges.
She never said you were overrated. You fucking liar.
Yes, she did.
When?
She confirmed it tonight in your live chat. I was like, did she call me overrated? She was like, yeah. She's like, in your live chat, did you not see it?
You're saying she called you overrated tonight in my live chat?
She did. I can confirm this.
Tonight.
She was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she said it before.
You had already taken away the fucking wrench.
She said it before and she confirmed it tonight. I was like, oh my God. All right.
Chloe said he gave everyone on equal power.
Dude,
no power.
No, you're full of shit because you know good and well Selena is one of your biggest fucking cheerleaders because she's everybody's fucking cheerleader.
See.
You know what, Selena? You know what, Selena? Curse of Strahd, episode 4. I'll make you a mod. I will do what this man will not.
I'm kidding. Even though she called me overrated and she said my movement, Tiny went harder than she did. She was like, your opinions aren't really all that, I'd actually off myself if we were married. You can't actually fuck a woman.
She never said that.
Yes, she did. What are you, deaf? What the hell? Said anything to my face in front of you guys on stream. What do you mean she didn't say these things?
I'm about to go
pull
back
up the
to
playback, man.
I'm about to go talk to Systemic some more. Light it come. That's where I was. Me and him were talking about fate. We're talking about fate for like 30 minutes.
So with Deadpool and Wolverine, we're now at $924.6 million.
We're getting close.
We are getting close. It is only on day 14.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
now week to week change was only a 53% drop off.
Yeah, 50% is not that bad.
This thing is I'm gonna say it will hit $1 billion.
Thank you.
Oh my God, context, MSK.
I'm sorry.
So she sarcastically said after you said Deadpool and Wolverine was overrated, she just did that. You're overrated.
It was Kay's over here trying to paint Selena as the bad guy.
We go into pet stores and she sees a puppy that's god awful ugly. I'm like, oh, that's an ugly puppy. She'll look at me dead in the eyes and say, "You're ugly." And I think she means it. But I'm just saying, like, Jesus Christ, dude, context.
No, after that, you would say until I put a dick in your mouth. I know you would say that. God.
I would. Lord. She wouldn't.
I'm sure putting dicks in your mouth. That would be weird. Let's just say that.
Says the guy with a bunch of schlongs next to him.
First of all, I don't know where they are, and they were pink.
They're on a conveyor belt of sorts.
Hello?
Look more like a spice rack.
It's like a carousel.
Walter said, I thought we promote the truth on this channel. Oh, damn. You came in the wrong place.
The MSK's channel is the real Truth Social.
In order for him to be overrated, he would have to have been highly regarded, which we all know he isn't. Okay, I'll go fix it. But I'll be honest with you, it's probably because I didn't save her name when I wanted you guys to have all the same moderate powers, because YouTube actually changed them. So certain mods can't do links, but you can do like polls or some shit. Let me go see which one I gave Michael. Whatever one I gave Michael, I'll just give back to her because I never took away. Wink, wink.
But briefly, while he's doing that, so top 2024 movie for domestic box office. Now, this is the interesting thing, is that they're both Disney products, but yet Disney stock keeps falling. Inside Out 2, and then Deadpool and Wolverine. So it makes it the top rated R for the year and second overall for the entire box office.
I heard Inside Out is really good, like Inside Out 2.
Oh,
yeah, that was one of those ones. There's just no way that's not going to do the kind of numbers it did.
Okay, one sec. Let me fix the mod, because it also didn't give Drunken Emerald Arrow. I want you guys being managing moderators, not standard ones. Okay,
what's the difference?
Well, because they did different moderators have different things they can do to interact and help out the chat. So let me fix it right now. I know we were joking. I honestly didn't take it away. I probably just gave her the wrong thing. Oh my god! Wait, that sounds kind of weird out of context too. Huh? Holy shit! All right. Okay, so
Scorpio said I also love ugly dogs. We all know the dog from Deadpool and Wolverine was cute.
It really was though. Like people like, how is that?
Yeah,
how was that the ugliest dog? That's so weird.
Yeah, it won ugliest dog contest.
That's crazy. Okay. Let me do this. Let me remove all the moderators first. That way everyone can have the same thing when I save the settings. Okay.
Should be sharing your screen while you do this.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Information.
He's probably looking at porn and just pretending for a mod again.
Hey, this is number 30 all time. That's awesome.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Deadpool Wolverine in just a moment. Box office breakdown.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Seen it 3 times. I need to see it a 4th time.
We've only seen it twice, but we are going to get. We're going to go see it next in D-Box.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, like the last, that's the one where the chair, it's like a roller coaster ride while you're doing. So anytime like there's a fight, like it jolts and
okay.
We're gonna do that one first, and then we'll do 3D because 3D is our least favorite.
I hate 3D. I mean, it gives me a headache. The glasses.
There's only certain
experience. Well, like I said, I mean, I got the 3D one by accident just because I bought the ticket and I didn't pay attention when I was buying the ticket of what the theater was.
I've done that before.
So, I mean, it was the whole point. I show up and it's the first viewing of it. I mean, opening day right after work. And I get there and it's like, oh, yep, theater 6, just right up the hallway and the glasses are outside. And I'm like, oh, crap.
You're not going to leave it that
way. Hey. Not to get back on this real quick, but is Walter being serious? Are you going to have to take away somebody else who's been there longer to give a wrench to Selena?
No, I'm looking at it right now. I can just do it right now. I can put it all back where it was.
Don't do that because I
hate all of you. I hope you actually all die.
No, dude, Michael and all that. Don't
Okay. So Selena, type. Is she a mod now?
Yes, she is.
Yeah. Okay, there. I fixed it. Okay, that's what because there's 2 separate moderators. I'll just leave her as the standard one. She won't get a promotion until I decide.
Wait, just to brag and name drop, as I am a moderator on Yellow Flash's channel.
Obviously,
one thing I'll say.
You know who I mod for? I mod for Full Metal Nate, and I can call him right now if I want to.
No, you fucking don't. And guess what? Selena is a mod now.
What I was going to say is,
I literally just made her a mod
in Yellow Flash's chat, and this is automatically taken away all of that oomph I just gave myself. Over half the chats, like anybody he thinks is cool. He's just like, hey, you're
mod
cool,
people.
you're a mod.
Do you want to be a mod, MSK? I could still
so
make you
many
a mod.
of us are mod. Like, so
I'm
that's
not
why I
a
was
mod
kind of
on
confused.
anything, and
'Cause
I'm
there's
happy
like
with that.
there's like 12, at least 12 to 13 of us in Yellow Flashes that are mods.
How many mods? I don't like to have that many. I try to make it special.
I see it, Darnell.
The reason why I try to make it special is because I want people that are mods that are dedicated to being here, like people we have here. I want to make it a special thing. So if you're a mod, then I trust you're going to be someone that's going to be you'll be here always consistently. It's just more like you're here dedicated to the chat. You talk to people. It's just really all I ask for.
So maybe that's what happened. Me and her decided to like take a little time offline. You got pissy and took away her mod a bit. Just admit it.
Yes,
I knew
exactly what happened. No,
MSK's a bitter ex-wife.
It's the same. Because
I'll say this.
Take a little break.
Do I
you come back and you're like, "Hey, dude, where's the link?" And he's like, "Oh,
can I get whistleblower?
Maybe
this guy's projecting.
You'll get a link.
This guy is still projecting. I'm just pointing it out.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, because she said I was overrated, and I was like, fuck this broad. She ain't losing that wrench. You can't let these white women talk to you this way these days.
God, my face hurts.
These modern women don't get no privilege. Hi, John.
Yo, John.
Guys, I haven't had conversations like this with friends in years. This is like, I feel like I'm back in high school with my buddies again.
Nate, please make your D&D streams 8 hours long. No, he has a duty to me.
The next one will be 6 hours long.
Scorpio, man, don't even worry about it.
I'm all for doing a whole day of leveling up and shit, man. Just fucking
leveling up takes like 20 minutes.
Man, you were telling me that last episode, that last session went so fucking dark. I'd give anything for a do-over.
He might listen to you
bad.
I've been asking for longer sessions. He keeps saying no. He may listen to you.
I'm down to do longer sessions. It's just we would have to start a lot earlier.
What the fuck? He gets longer sessions, but I get butt fuck all hours here. God,
you give me 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week.
I play Curse of Strahd with these guys every 2 weeks, buddy. You can spare time.
No, I can't.
What? Keep laying into Nate. I mean, he's a bigot. He won't use the newest release book.
Dude, literally, somebody got mad at me because we weren't using the new fucking rule book.
Someone,
I guess someone watched the stream we were doing. It was episode 3, and they fucking sent me a private DM basically ranting and raving because we weren't using the newer book.
Look,
that they just came out with.
I don't care if they didn't change anything like they did and made it better. I'm not spending another $40 on a book. I get a book. I hold on to it till the next fucking edition comes out. I don't buy a double book.
Why would I buy a whole nother player's handbook when I already have the core one?
Because you need the one that says that orcs and human have the same amount of strength points because equality.
Let me tell you something right now.
The orcs can be dead.
This whole fucking thing about how orcs and goblins are just standing for black people. It's fucking stupidest of all time.
Forget.
That is the most racist thing I've ever heard, and I've never heard that from a single D&D person ever.
Before that, the only thing that trumps that was when Mindy said that one indie creator she was going back and forth and said he could own a skin color. I'm like, okay, that is actually racist.
Well, it's fucked up in a way because humans are a race in the game that you can play. You can
take black are inferior.
White dude.
Can't we just be happy that orcs are a separate race, elves are a separate race, humans are a separate race?
Yes,
but they can all actually fuck if you really want to get down and dirty in it.
There are modules. There are blocks for every half type.
Well, I mean, Frey did get into bed with Strider, so you weren't there for that, Iron.
I mean,
I watched it on the replay though.
There's also the fact that said halflings who are essentially little people can run as fast as a human.
What did you think about?
And all of the different races have different stats. That's what makes a game. It makes it a game. Orcs, strength. Fucking the elves, it's intelligence and speed and dexterity. Humans are kind of a balance and they kind of are good at everything and suck at everything at the same time.
Yeah. What'd you think of episode 1 and 2?
Depends on how you want to play. What?
What'd you think of episode 1 and 2? By the way, after you watched them,
that's great, dude. No, these are right on par with like I watch a Rudai and like some of those other tabletop shows, dude.
Yeah.
It's really good. Actually, you go kind of a little bit. You do a little. You're a little extra, buddy. You do a good job.
I like invoking atmosphere and role playing, dude.
I mean, no, your intro is tits. You know how I feel about intros.
Oh, what I want to bring up, Scorpio. He said earlier he only had like 6 people watching. Dude, I'll be honest here. It doesn't really matter, honestly, how many people we have. Just, dude. I've been doing this for so long. At some point I had 3 people.
At 142 tonight.
Yes. Good gosh.
Nice.
Curse of Strahd episode 3 is about to pass 300 viewers. So
God,
just keep in mind, as long as you're putting on a good show, it's all that matters. Actually.
Yep.
It is all that matters.
And if you have 6 viewers there, always entertain those 6 people. Treat them like there's 1,000 people there watching you.
And to be fair, every time I want a show, I have it on a second screen. And very seldom will I see it go above like 10, but like it doesn't matter. You act like you have thousands watching.
Yeah.
That's how you get it.
Yes. And my 213 viewers tonight, I treat the exact same way as your 6.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man. Wait.
By the way, Selena, I don't know if you heard over all that commotion.
Here's the thing. Nobody was here for me. Everybody was here for Vaughn Coleman. I'm being an asshole just to fuck with MSK. I have a good guest on. My subscriber number hasn't gone up at all.
I'm just pointing out.
I
had Vaughn one-on-one before, twice actually, all to myself.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you probably had like 150 viewers as well, right?
For Vaughn shows,
dude, you a dick.
You a dick. Hey, I'm just pointing out.
No.
And have your viewers gone up?
I'm just pointing out this. My Ricada video did better than all your streams combined, actually. Just
really? I'm not being a dick anymore. What did you get on that?
I don't even know. Like combined, no. That's me being a dick. That video got like 800 views or some shit like that. That Ricada clip we did when he popped off with that child shit. Oh, I heard he took a plea deal, actually. So fuck that guy.
See, mine still is capped.
Let me see right now. I haven't checked. I'll check right now.
Mine is still capped. My biggest one is the emergency stream when Riley got arrested.
How much did that one get? So, fucking hell.
That was a fun one.
950 views.
That was a fun stream.
That's for one. That's for the one show. That's crazy. Do you know how many? Dude, if you go to Mink Sal's channel, or the one where you clipped it out of from, that stream got like 18K views for her.
Oh,
getting arrested.
Crazy. You ready for me to bigger dick than both of y'all combined?
Yes, I love bigger dicks.
So
900,000 views.
Damn. On what?
What'd you get?
Back when I was in police work, I did a lip sync challenge video. Got over 900,000 views.
No way, man.
Yep, dead serious.
That's crazy.
You were a fucking lip sync cop.
I did an interview with a newspaper out of Pittsburgh because of the video, and I was on the local New Orleans news.
You know what, man? I always say
why haven't you shared this with us? Where is
because oh god, I'd have to find it and send it to you.
I just want to point out,
you better find it.
If anyone makes videos like that and they pop off, I always say to make more of those videos. I always say that.
All right, so as of now, Curse of Strahd episode 3 has 277 views.
Very nice.
That's very good. That's very good.
Oh,
now video wise on my movie channel, my highest viewed video has 100.
one.
Yeah, it has 113,000 views.
Dude, I never had a video pop that hard. My highest viewed video ever was 12,000.
How do you look up your own videos on Facebook that are like through a different page?
I don't honestly.
I have this app here. What the fuck is it called? vidIQ, and it gives me an average. So my average views per video are 347.
John says you get
like
viewers.
That's an average because I have some that are under. I have some that are like only 100 and something, and I have some that are like over 400. So like
your
on
average
average,
is what, 100?
345.
But at least, I mean, you acknowledge the reason why the views were up today, and that was because you had me on as a special
Right,
panelist.
right.
Absolutely.
I mean, clearly.
Fuck yeah, I had the fucking green emerald arrow.
Oh, right.
Hey, Iron, I'll say this.
Emerald arrow. So hard to say.
It feels good to be a weekly. It feels good to be a regular on the Rogues Gallery now, man.
Gay.
Of course. Knew that was coming.
You're just mad because he picked me over you, bitch.
Goddamn. I told him not to pick
Dude,
me.
I'm you look miserable on every stream. That's why.
Dude, I'll be honest.
You look like you're crawling out of your skin.
Wondering
when is my show gonna start?
Hold on. I also have a video. It's back to school safety tips. That's at 2,000 views.
Ooh,
oh shit,
good one.
Yeah. No, it's like I'm too tired after work, man. I'm so dead.
Yeah.
I get bent over and fisted. All my shit gets dug out of my butthole. It's just. I'll
be honest.
It sounds like a you problem.
You have.
Gay.
You fucking faggot. God damn it. You had me off the screen. I was talking to nothing. And then you brought me on YouTube. It was a blank fucking screen.
He said it in Minecraft behind the paywall.
Allegedly said by Selena.
Selena? She's not even here.
I was giving you a compliment. You have hit that level where I would consider having you on and putting you on the thumbnail as a special guest. Because you're kind of a big deal now.
Yeah, I'm kind of famous again.
He channeled his inner Kamala Harris, and he's now up to 100K subscribers.
The Saska sisters pity like you.
Pity like no. They're from Canada. They never had a good black guy, and I'm gonna be that. You know.
I'm sorry. Happens. I need to update. It's over 1 million views now.
Damn, he's pulling out his cock on us now. Hey, now he's pulling out his dick and just flexing at us.
Plus, if they make you a special guest, maybe you won't look so fucking bored during the whole show.
His background doesn't help with the boredom either. I mean, let's be
honest here. The background
doesn't help with anybody's boredom, to be honest.
Speaking of backgrounds and big news, we did hit 1,000 subscribers. So saying thank you guys.
Yes,
so if people don't know, I can't really I can't really go into the story, but basically I was really popular in Yu-Gi-Oh! I had a bigger channel that was almost 4,000 subs. I lost it because I'll be honest here, I could have still had it. It was my fault. So I made this channel to the main one, then I had the other ones to the other niches and hit 1,000 subscribers twice. So now this channel's at the sub number that I want, and then I'm just going to work on the other channels to get them at the sub number that I want. So one's just a gravy train, but I'm not monetized.
You had a channel with 4,000 subscribers dedicated to Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game, right?
Yep, almost. Yeah, it was at 3,500 exact.
Walter, I just play Curse of Strahd. Iron and MSK.
I was going to say, and you criticize people that play D&D?
I'm just saying, those videos did better than any of those Curse of Strahd D&D streams. Just saying. On average.
Dude, Curse of Strahd's just getting started, man. Let it build some fucking
Strahd, it sounds like a homo. That sounds like Nate's alter ego if he was going
to it's bars. A vampire.
He's he's a vampire, and two, I'm not going to go into that because it's spoiler territory. Come watch Curse of Strahd this upcoming Saturday. You'll learn something new.
Yeah, that's why I took him all away. She always reminds me that I lost everything that I worked for fucking 8 years. God damn it. Oh my god.
WZ said D&D is greater than Yu-Gi-Oh!
W.
Why did I make this guy a mod?
WC is fucking right. WC is right about everything.
Dude, I got Iron hooked without even playing a fucking game. We were just talking about it, and he's like, he's like, fuck it, I'm in.
But to be fair, he'd already played. He had
I just haven't played D&D for like.
He just doesn't remember it because he was high as fuck when he played
20 years and a lot of drugs ago.
Oh man.
I mean, we're talking at least 20 years and a shitload of drugs.
I will say this about episode 4. If I can play this one right and get it to where I want it to be, think of this as like the mid-season finale of like season 1 or something.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm approaching episode 4.
We're gonna play for 30 minutes with a cliffhanger.
I've been looking at ways to like. Did you know there's different things you can use to make like an actual 3D map that you could have on the screen as we're playing. Oh God,
I'm sure there is.
We'll
But
have
the
to talk
thing
about
is,
this later.
yeah, I'm sure there is. But the thing is, my computer's just not powerful enough to handle that. I think. I'm running these streams off of a $700 laptop. All right.
Oh shit.
Walter got a good take on it.
What?
Look, yeah, there you go.
That's the dragon. Nice.
But I do have one request, Iron.
Yes.
Since now that Nate is a regular, when you include him in the intro, make sure you put him on top of, let's say,
Chucky.
Twilight character.
On what?
A Twilight character.
Because he loves Twilight. So
no, make him Billy Zane from Titanic. It's all the
No. I think I like where Drunken Emerald Arrow is cooking right now.
You know what? I'm about to
that scene where the snobby vampire walks in and like puts his arm on the fucking balcony.
No, put me over what's his face? He plays Aro. He's the leader of the Volturi.
No, I'm gonna put you on the snobby vampire.
I don't know who that is.
I'm talking Twilight. I'm talking Twilight nonsense because I'm the only one that actually remembers the character's
I don't know. I'm just gonna put you on the one from the meme.
Okay, yeah, that works. That actually that's Aro. Now that I think about it, yeah, the one standing over the balcony, that's him. Yeah,
yeah. The dude from I think he's from Doctor Who.
YouTube ordered three seasons of Nate's D&D.
We're in talks with Amazon for a spinoff.
It's probably not.
Dude, I don't know about dude. My character is dope as fuck.
We got Colin Farrell to play Strahd in all his glory.
I've got the coolest character with like the backstory and everything, but fucking Darnell has the greatest name. Hacked thickly.
Hacked thickly, dude.
Wait, I got a list of names to go through, so they get better.
Tiny's
it's
character.
Like, I've played with motherfuckers like you. It's like you don't take it seriously.
Well, just like D&D, man. He's quickly becoming one of the best characters of this fucking party just from who he is, dude.
And it's funny. It's always the assholes that don't take it seriously that are the best at the game. Like,
yeah. And when they eventually die, the whole party's like, no.
Yeah. Oh no, Dick Stronghold has died.
just in case Tiny's watching this, I love her character from the simple point that she is probably the most holy and the most good out of anyone in this party, which is why.
Are you kidding? That bitch was burning people alive.
I mean, he was chopping people up and taking their blood and feeding it to his fucking vampire son.
You can't be that kind of good if you're fucking you're burning a priest alive.
Well, in episode 2, she's pretty holy. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, we got some breaking news in the chat.
We have breaking news. Report: Disney buys the Iron Man podcast. Their stock completely plummets. The stock actually is worth nothing at that point.
Stock has bottomed out. Investors are panicking.
They're not going to reverse. They're going to revert. I mean, they're going to now replace MSK with a diverse black woman.
Dude, before the midway point of this campaign, I'm gonna turn somebody in this party completely over to the dark side, and I'm hoping it's Tiny.
Oh God, let me do that.
Then I'll vanquish her.
You got to play with us.
I can fold her like a launcher.
Dude, whoa. Clip it, WZ.
Whoa.
Clip it now.
I didn't mean to say that. Oh my God, fucking, I'm too drunk.
Pretty sure you
clip
did.
it. Send it to her.
Drink.
God, man.
Replace him as a black guy. Chloe said.
Just replace me with Kevin Durant.
Right. That would be the most anticlimactic thing of all time.
Disney buys the Iron Man podcast. They replace it with diverse females that actually talk about Iron Man.
Kennedy on the Iron Man podcast purchase. We're really excited to add MSK to our. Oh shit!
You know what?
The shareholders commit suicide. I heard they were literally grabbing ropes and ending it as Disney made the purchase.
You know what? Fuck
Attempted
it.
suicides were having up through the roof.
You
you guys are gonna get to Castle Ravenloft, and it's not Strahd, it's just MSK. He's the final boss.
Right?
Well,
Yeah. That would be
you think I can't be the
fucking
final
funny
boss?
if he's been playing this whole time. Like you can't if you're part of the if you're behind the dungeon master, then yeah I think so.
Think about it. I mean, it kind of sounds like MSK. This guy wants the girl. He's stalking her. He's threatening to kill people if he doesn't get the girl. It sounds like MSK.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he would just play as Strahd instead of you.
I want to.
Yep.
Okay, can I have my name be Vaughn Big Daddy Dick?
That's not Strahd.
I don't give a fuck. I'm
That-
Vaughn.
that-
You gotta
there
be
was-
okay. You gotta be more if you want to do that. I mean, Darnell did packed thickly. Be a little more clever than like
Yeah.
I'm just Strom Big Daddy Dick.
Now,
You
if
know,
you now hear me out. If you wanna
Master
do it-
BBC.
no, he
Can
can
I
be.
be Gregory
No,
the
he-
Impotent?
No, he could be. His name can be something like Fat Cock, but it's not spelled Fat Cock.
Yeah.
Report.
Morgan
I don't
Freeham.
spin off the word.
COQ.
I'm confirming right now. This show is now bought by Disney. They don't want to actually have
Tyrone
their
spinoff.
they don't want to have their shareholders commit suicide by via rope jumping off a bridge.
MSK's
You know?
character is just Tyrone Biggums.
You got any more of that crack?
I don't know. I thought Morgan Bigham was a lot more creative.
Okay, I hate all of you actually. Oh my god.
Master Booter.
I haven't masturbated in a while, man. I've kept it pretty much clean.
I'd be more worried
Master
about.
Belater.
I would be more worried about MSK masturbating to Irina than Strahd trying to kill her
I want to be Master Baloney King.
or trying to
Baloney-
turn her.
Baloney is trash. No, Master Salami. I like salami better. I like
Probably
salami in my
bologna's
mouth.
good. What are you talking
It really
about?
tastes like shit.
Not if you fry
Y'all
it.
just made me fucking
dumbass.
gag.
Bologna.
How about,
you actually no way you like bologna. That it tastes like
Oh,
actual
bologna's
That's
awesome.
why you fry it. You don't eat
Fry
just
that.
raw, wet, sloppy bologna. That's fucking disgusting.
That's
No,
that's
I actually like
bad.
it like that too.
When you say sloppy baloney, you don't
Oh.
you think it's something a lot,
You're
opposite
thinking of,
end of
okay,
the
dude. All
sexual
right.
spectrum.
Okay.
Terrence was slightly above average.
Okay. A porn star taught me you're supposed to lick it like a V like this. So,
If
Do
you
with that
learn,
what
if
you
you
will.
get life experience from porn, there's something wrong with you. I'm just saying.
they're the professionals. We learn everything else from professionals.
They're paid actors, you dumbass.
That's who.
It says them. They're like, we are professional actors. Okay.
Just watch lesbian porn and know how to eat.
Strimlong kielbasa.
vagina. That sounds like some just
Awesome.
unpleasant thing.
You know what? You guys are low key giving me ideas for NPCs right now by just throwing
Right back.
these names
God, man.
out.
It's just a bunch of fucking dick parodies.
God,
Sometimes
man.
it's the best, dude. Oh shit. Chloe said, "Imagine thinking porn is real."
You're approached in a dark alley by Morgan Freeham and Huge Cock.
No, you're approached by Doomcock. That's
I was gonna say,
Porn
like we
isn't-
ran out of clever conundrums. This one's just called Massive Dick.
I'm just saying,
Massive-
porn isn't real, but the actors are. See, there's the key there. Just saying. I've had a lot of sex, and sex is overrated. Once you've had it enough times, it's not that good. Hot pizza out of the oven tastes better. Changed my mind.
I can't wait until I finally come to your house and I see the vacuum cleaner, so I can see the extent of the damage you've done.
Well,
Vacuum
the
cleaners
problem
can
is,
consent.
the problem is, dude, you're talking about warm pizza out. You don't have an oven.
I have an oven. What are you talking about?
You don't have.
Yes, I do. I can
You do
show
not.
you.
Go ahead.
I'm tired and I'm sleepy right
Wait a
now.
minute. Do you have this?
I have an oven.
Gonna pay a play. Chloe M says gonna play a big black guy named Barry Bigcock.
Chloe, if you need big cock, just ask me. Huh. Allegedly
Walked
in
into that one,
Minecraft.
Chloe.
Allegedly.
That's a toaster.
That's a
oven.
toaster, you NPC.
Yeah,
Oh.
That's a nice toaster oven.
It's a toaster oven.
Do you have
All
a
right.
toaster oven?
No, I just have a regular oven that you put stuff in all the way
You,
in.
you don't have an oven.
I don't think I've ever turned it on, but I do have an oven. Nate, I can't hear you. So if you're getting molested by a ghost, I can't hear you. Is he having a stroke?
He's pointing at a sign.
He's pointing at a sign.
Him. We can't read it. You
can't read that. You are fucking
fucking awesome. Keep that.
Quit being
up.
gay and go back to your fucking chair.
It's motivational.
God, you're just so white. Fucking hell. This man prefers cold donuts over fresh out of the oven donuts. I go to the donut shop across the street. That place is pretty good.
I always ask for no glaze in my donuts.
I love extra glaze.
Is that thing an oven? It's also got an air fryer feature on it.
My donut's gonna have extra glaze.
It does. It acts just like an air fryer, dude. It's badass.
He hasn't put soggy biscuit.
Away at the time I didn't see it. It is that Emerald Lagasse. Because if it is, then I have the same damn thing.
Oh gosh, I've said this before, but sex is just the name MSK's custom DoorDash order of a large little Caesar's pizza and a Kickstart energy drink.
Hey, look at WZ's comment before that.
MSK, show us your bid and I'll donate $50. I have a bid. Just believe
Come
me.
on,
Believe all women.
$50. All you have to do is show it, even if it's uninflated and like wrinkled on the floor.
It doesn't have to be a bed. If it's a futon, it counts. Like, just show us.
All right.
Where do you sleep?
I sleep with my wife.
Swear to me.
God. All right.
He's living a very neat life. He rolls up the sleeping bag.
No, wait a minute.
Before he does anything.
Instead of where's the trigger, it's where is it? Where is the bed?
Where's the God? No, and I think Nate DM'd me and said, "Where's the NIGGER?" He really wanted to say that, but that was privately.
What? No.
Commies in the USSR in the 50s had more shit than you. Where's your stuff? Where do you sleep?
He's a fucking communist. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Like, I literally have a bed. Don't worry, guys. I sleep on something.
For $50, you could show us right now.
I'm tired.
I sleep on the rock outside.
A sofa counts as a bed. It's a bed. Where do you lay your head in bed?
I want to be Boogie. I want to drag it out long so I can get super chats and donations.
He sleeps in a tree.
Offering a donation right now.
Yeah, but that's not good enough. He's black. I want to accept money from white people.
Leaves and branches.
I hang upside down from my pizzas.
Oh, God. Okay, so there was nothing we really needed to cover as far as topics. I mean, we already talked about the Nerdrotic one already on Tuesday. We talked about that. Okay, so everyone else, I know about the Warner Brothers thing. I already did the video on it anyway. Basically, long story short, I'm not kidding. All those valuable.
Did we?
Did you? I don't think you did.
Yeah, we talked about it tonight, but it's okay. We were kind of like fading out by that point.
Oh, okay.
Basically, long story short, it's really bad. All these big IP valuable properties that you think would have some value, basically their build is worthless. I'm not kidding. All their most popular properties they own that are these big IPs that a lot of people know and love, they're deemed basically worthless. Their stock plummeted. They lost so much money on basically everything.
Wow.
I mean,
it's because ZazLab is a fucking retard.
I mean, I'll be honest here.
Start off with retard.
I'm not surprised. I will say this. I'm not surprised. The company's been in massive money debt forever. Honestly, it's never actually been profitable ever. Remember, back in 2021, the company had accumulated They put out the number $50 billion in debt. $50 billion in debt. That's fucking insane to think about.
It's not that bad. I mean, the U.S. government, it's better than the U.S. one.
And what's crazy is they used to have an exclusive contract with Six Flags.
I know.
They did.
They had
Astroworld
in Houston was my favorite fucking place to go to.
They had the Batman Superman rides. Yeah.
And then they had a Jazzland in New Orleans that opened up, and they had their Batman themed rides and shit. And suddenly everything just shut down. It was nuts, man.
Oh, even today.
There was a time when Six Flags was banking more park visits than Disneyland.
Yeah.
Not Disney World.
Those DC attractions. Yeah. Or even Cartoon Network, they shut down the Cartoon Network website just to direct people to go to Max.
Really?
Yeah, the Cartoon Network legacy website has been around forever. Just yesterday shut down. That must have been around even before this early 2000s. Yeah, they're on forever. Like, what's going on? It's really bad.
Well, mismanagement, dude. They have money print. They have the means to just print money. They don't do it. They're not willing to do it. They let the wrong people dictate what they should do with these properties. The main one being, just like Disney, their moneymaker is DC.
Okay, but and to tackle on that, remember, David Zaslav had that meeting a few years back where he said their most valuable asset is DC, highlighted Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. So they're going to do a Harry Potter. So he knows that Harry Potter is a valuable asset, but he's going to put it on TV. Need to make a movie. Okay.
No, I think it can work as
I disagree. I disagree. That could draw in a ton of subscribers.
How much they cut out?
Right.
How much they cut out to put them to make a movie?
Is Max not Max? Is Max even like profitable to justify the cost it'll make to put it on a streaming service? Because Amazon profitable outside of like Netflix and Hulu. I mean, they're making the Lord of the Rings movie with Peter Jackson again. That's gonna probably do good, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's gonna do really good.
Yeah.
Now,
no.
Okay, you're probably right.
I don't know, man.
On Max, that it's not gonna.
Remember, their TV division
going to
draw
money. It's going to bring money in. Will it be enough to really save anything and not lose money?
Okay, that's probably
no.
I'll clarify.
But they're going to make money off the merchandise.
Yeah. So, like, as much money as they're going to pay her to do this, the amount of money they're going to pay her to do this will not cover the fucking cost of actually trying to make it profitable. I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong. Harry Potter was very popular. You might actually be right. I just don't see it currently right now.
Well, look at what happened when the last Harry Potter game came out.
Highest selling game of this year.
I love Hogwarts
exactly.
Legacy.
Everybody was shitting on that Hogwarts Legacy.
Only because
we hate J.K. Rowling. This is now they're calling this J.K. Rowling's fucking baby. She is making this every bit to the book, to the T. They're not leaving out a fucking note.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not even here.
He can hear though. He's listening still.
Oh, okay.
Look, he does have a couch. Good for him.
He can hear. She has his headphones on still.
A couch is not a bed, though.
Yes, it is.
You know how to fold out couch?
Well, if it's a futon,
a fold out
bed. A fucking sofa.
Well, I think a lot of us just want to know what happened to the bed that was there.
All right, so the thing
world will never know.
Okay, so there's many L's that Warner Brothers taken. One of the biggest ones that people forgot because it happened a few years ago. Remember they tried launching a CNN Plus and they canceled it after a week.
Less than 24. Was it 24 hours it got canceled?
Yeah,
it was less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours. They launched an entirely new streaming service for God forbid CNN. Canceled in 24 hours. Keep in mind, the same company that gave J.J. Abrams like $150 million to produce DC content, and this guy came up with my dad's influence in my life. 0.
Well, let's go here. Let me pull up the article, dude. It brings up, you're exactly right. One of their biggest losses in general is,
before you do that, the other thing they also lost money on, the day and date streaming thing. Remember how they had to pay all those back end deals to the directors that they screwed over for the day and date releases that they did? Like, they basically sacrificed. If they had literally just waited a year to release the movies, they would have been fine. But they just panicked and did day and date.
So based on that, maybe y'all can help me out here. I have it because I have AT&T.
Yeah.
So do they get money from that subscription? I know that's the kind of deal working, but I don't know what the details of the deal.
But
they pay
it's
for
not enough. It's not enough. It's mostly just a collaboration ship. But even if you have so many
you give
people,
them like a lump sum for doing
this? Because the problem with that is when someone's paying for an AT&T phone to get Max, that person's not willingly paying for Max. You see the difference in that? You're paying for a cell phone service to get Max. So you're like a half subscriber, you know?
Okay, I get what you're saying,
Yeah. Because remember, on streaming services, the active user base, I haven't read this in a while, back in like a few years ago. You know how many subscribers does Max have? Like 90 million? So a good amount of those people are like not even like actively watching content there. And a lot of them are just what you said, phone carriers. So not only are those numbers, this is not just them, a lot of them are fudge like that.
And I watch very little content there. Like I know they have the Food Network stuff, so I watch that.
Right.
My wife digs the Last of Us show, so we watch that. And we watch a little bit here and there, but We rarely watch Max ever.
Well, since it's on Iron's screen, he can just read it then.
Okay, yeah. Warner Discovery just realized its TV networks are worth $9.1 billion less than it originally thought, leading to a net loss of $10 billion in the second quarter of 2024. The massive plummet in valuation is being recognized as a non-cash goodwill impairment charge, primarily coming from the networks section of the company. Networks obviously being CW, CNN, et cetera.
Yeah,
TNT.
They actually have their hands in the cookie jars for a lot of places, honestly.
Oh yeah, they got a ton. Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
What about that game? That fucking Suicide Squad
Boomerang.
Game? Didn't that hurt? Bottom line?
No, that was
I don't know if that will. I don't know if that would be reflective in this data because this is mainly associated with the TV networks. Value. That must have been an eye-opening internal audit. Warner Brothers D, so WBD, Discovery. Whatever that is. Oh, Warner Discovery. Thank you. Blames devastating change in value to the difference between market capitalism and the book value. That sounds like some bullshit.
Oh, okay. So
soft U.S. advertising market and uncertainty surrounding future carriage deals.
This is a big thing right here.
The loss of the NBA.
This is massive.
Doesn't help.
That is massive.
Warner Discovery CEO David Zaslav said on Wednesday's earnings call that market valuations 2 years ago, when they thought first merged in April 2022, were, quote, quite different than they are today, end quote. And doing this acknowledges that changes in value and bigger aligns them with their goals moving forward. That's all just some corporate gibbity gawk bullshit talk. CFO, I mean, that's exactly what it is. That's
you're right. I agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what they say to try to put people's minds at ease when they wonder where their money's going. CFO Gunnar Winfels said he's not dismissive of the magnitude of the impairment, but this represents the value shift towards streaming, which the company still believes has strong momentum.
Okay, so there's a lot there that a lot of people, even when they read, just if they randomly stumble upon that article, because people have their phone to go on Google, you see those like promoted up front. So right there, go to that part where it was the first part about the impaired and everything. It was the first part of it. Scroll up. Right there, that first paragraph right there, impairment charge. That means none of those networks, as big as they are, basically mean anything. Remember, they're non-cash goodwill. That means that they try to offload those to other people to sell, and they're basically worthless. Keep in mind, they have their hands in the cookie jars of a lot of big networks, actually. None of those are worthful.
Let's buy Cartoon Network, guys. Let's buy Cartoon Network.
Well, I asked, what did they do to these brands so bad that the actual networks running all those are worthless? What did they do?
I think possibly that it could be that people are just hesitant to try and buy these things because it's such a like a toss of the dice now.
Well, let's look at this one. Warner Brothers Discovery just lost its right to broadcast the NBA
kind of horseshit right here.
Beginning after the next season, and the company is in fact suing the NBA to retain the rights, saying that it matched Amazon's offer for the NBA and that the NBA isn't legally able to decline them they matched.
But the thing is, they have no money. What are they suing with? What?
Monopoly money? Possibly the money they were matching Amazon's offer.
Because Amazon, I would say, Amazon
when that kind of money's involved, I mean, you're not talking about somebody off the street that got into a car accident and can't afford an attorney. You're talking about $1 billion corporation that's been around for. They can retain legal counsel. They're gonna be fine. And this is Amazon being aggressive and basically.
Okay, I'll ask you this then: do you think it's not
the NBA?
Do you think it's not the NBA going like, I don't think Warner Brothers is a safe company to be investing into, because remember, we know all their assets across the board are worthless. That means at some point by next year, given how they run things, the NBA, they don't want to be having assets being
the NBA doesn't have that great a reputation either right now.
I think
there's the fact that the NBA doesn't give a fuck where
I think
that's the thing though, is they do, because they pride themselves off selling the rights, the sports rights that they have each year. They can't be devalued. That's how they make their money with the media rights.
Right.
That's what it is. Yeah.
But Amazon has the way things are, people are viewing content and the way things are going. Amazon actually has a bigger footprint to get things out in more areas than Max, Discovery, Warner Brothers Discovery does.
Yeah, right. I mean, the only one that benefits from it not being broadcast through Warner Discovery or Max is Amazon itself.
True.
So the only reason the NBA wouldn't be okay, because they would want their fucking it to be out on as many as available as possible.
Yeah,
is that there's some greasing. Your typical bullshit going on between NBA and Amazon.
Yeah, I could see them feeling more comfortable with Amazon, because Amazon's got a like Emerald said, a more strong foothold in that market. Because to get Prime Video, you got to get Prime. People like my wife keeps saying, "Let's drop Prime," but then I'm like, okay, because like she's like, "We'll see Prime Video." The icon, she's like, "Let's save money and cancel Prime." I'm like, you realize that means we lose. Let's cancel Video. I'm like, you realize we're losing Prime, period. Then she'll change her mind. Oh, wait, no, I want to keep Prime. And that's more of a stable, I guess, company to work with in Warner Brothers right now.
Yeah,
right. Because nobody really watches the shit on Prime. There's maybe a handful of things people go there for. The most part, what you want is your fucking dog food that you forgot to buy on Sunday night and the store's closed and you need it by Monday morning, and are going to pay an extra $4 with Prime to get it there. That kind of bullshit.
Yeah, there's a couple of shows I'll watch. Yeah. I'm sorry, go on.
The thing I wanted to bring up to tackle to what you said is it's really hard to say, because I would say Amazon is the safer bet to have as a company. But the problem with that is that they are not heavily invested in television. Keep in mind, sports is the only thing really keeping television alive.
Well, and I think this right now is something that what's his face? Bezos is looking into, because he does have a massive failure with Rings of Power. He does have a massive failure with Wheel of Time.
And now he has a massive he has a massive failure with the this last season of The Boys.
Right, The Boys is dropping.
Yeah, they killed the entire fan base. I mean, they've lost them all. Even the normies are like, this is some fucking bullshit.
This NBA is gonna be a huge deal for them.
That leaves them with what as far as original content, Reacher and what's Vox that cartoon Machina? Again? No, Invincible.
Invincible, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm very proud. I'm very happy to say they stuck to the comics.
That show has been fantastic. Well, they've stuck to it ish. But they've done really well. I've enjoyed the shit out of it. Everybody knows what's annoying. We don't need to say what's annoying.
Yeah. You can go ahead.
What?
Or you can continue wherever you were at.
Oh, we were just saying Invincible's good.
No, on the article reading.
Oh, the article. Okay, thank you.
Rat people. God damn it.
Okay, Warner Brothers Discovery also reported another write-down of $2.1 billion of pre-tax acquisition-related that's a hard word to say, amortization of intangibles, content, fair value setup, and restructuring expenses. Oh my god!
These are basically saying labor they're basically saying labor costs are too high to produce these shows. We have to cut back.
And it's all just that corporate talk bullshit when they could have just said it exactly the way you did. The good news is that streaming perked up with all of its direct to customer offerings between Max, HBO, and Discovery Plus, adding 3.6 million subscribers in the quarter for a total of 103.3 million subs. The direct-to-customer segment, however, swung to a $107 million loss.
That's what I was trying to tell you earlier about that Harry Potter show. The amount of money they're going to invest into that is not going to bring them profit, because the amount of, because you'd have to expect, that means subscribers on average each quarter would have to grow in the tens of millions in terms of money to make that profitable. Not counting everything else they invest into as well. Yeah, that's why streaming is a loss. Streaming is a loss for all these companies. They're literally going into massive debt trying to push streaming out there. Remember, he's the guy that basically said, we're not going to have all that extra jank content on our streaming service. It's not making any better. It's not changed anything.
Yeah, just fucking license it out. Fucking send it.
They did, to be fair. They did to Amazon.
Why don't we just bring back fucking TV, like where you had like channels with shows on it?
Crazy,
instead
right?
Of where you had one. God, this is such a crazy. You have one subscription that you pay monthly with all the different channels that you watch the different shows on.
Yep.
Occasionally, there might be a channel that you have to pay for to get additional shows.
You know what? That's called Tubi. And guess where?
Wow, what a boomer thought.
And guess what? Where did Warner Brothers earlier this year sell their new DC releases to go to?
Amazon. Oh, my bad.
They did. No, they actually sold their newest releases to go to Tubi. Basically, you know how FX has like the new movies after like a few months they come out? Tubi's going to have them for Warner Brothers.
You want to hear something crazy? They did they ranked profitability of all the streaming services.
Tubi's up there with Netflix. That's crazy.
Tubi's above. Tubi is actually making money,
and it's free, and it's all off of advertisements.
Free.
Tubi is better than Max, Netflix, and Hulu.
Tubi's making money.
Change my mind.
Netflix is kind of in that in-between stage of dipping between making money. The rest of them are not. Hulu's not.
The thing that Darnell brought up with the whole
Paramount, Peacock.
The thing that Darnell brought up with Amazon, people to factor in, they are so desperate for money, they lend out a Batman show and sold it to Amazon. Let's be honest here, Batman is their biggest cash cow. They probably sold that shit to them for like at least $200 million. I can guarantee it was nothing lower than that, because
they knew
that
it was
desperate.
Shit, though. They knew it was shit, though.
They got, to be fair, they got the bag. That's all that matters. But it's like, damn, Warner Brothers selling off Batman. That means shit's bad.
If that show had been good, if that was fucking an adult reimagining of the 90s animated series, like they kind of promised us, done by fucking God damn it, not Paul Dini's not, but Bruce Timm.
Yeah, Bruce Timm.
And God, if they brought Paul Dini on, maybe it would have been good. But if it had been just a more gritty adult version of that show with those types of character designs and everything else, it would have been in that kind of storytelling. Because that's the other thing, the storytelling. This show was a show where they flash Batman on the title, but it's a show about Black Barbara Gordon and massive shouldered Renee Montoya, who is also a lesbian, into fat Harley Quinn, who tortures capitalists.
Well, the thing I wanted to bring up was that the fact that they even were willing to, in their minds, go, we have to sell Batman.
Set in the 30s. Set in the 30s.
How often do you know them to sell Batman? Keep in mind, Batman's their biggest thing. He even said years ago that Batman's one of their biggest franchises. They're so desperate for money that they'll sell Batman to someone. That's how bad it's gone.
You think I'm thinking, okay, you are right that they are in that bad of a situation.
Because of Amazon,
I think they would have they were either going to sell it or go the way of Batgirl.
Well, I think they know they got the bag. That's all they care about.
I think they knew that show was shit, so they tried to sell it off.
No. Yeah. I don't disagree.
And if they couldn't sell it, they would kill it.
Yeah, and the thing is, now they got the bag, and it's Amazon's problem now. And if Amazon doesn't want to keep it, it goes back to them anyway. They literally just got off with $200 million for.
So they basically made the show, sold it, made money off it, realized, hey, this didn't work. Let's try something else.
This isn't like they had like Batman Beyond quality of a show that just like, oh, we got to find a home for it, and it's so good, but we can't afford it. And we need the money. No.
They tried to do that with that Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner movie. They just no one wanted to buy that shit, so they just scrapped it altogether.
You know that contract
that actually sounded. I was kind of excited for that. I thought
it sounded kind of cool. Yeah,
that sounded kind of cool.
But you know those contracts are just locked in, so it's like even if it does not bring in the viewer base, the licensee still gets that entire amount of money.
Yeah, honestly, they made such a good deal with that Batman show.
Yeah,
they banked off the streamer wars. Every streamer tried to have like their own like console exclusives, and Zaslav went, you know what? I don't care about that. I'm making money. Not a bad idea, but he hasn't made money for the whole company in general. So
they're too fucking cowardly to actually, if they wanted to live by the, just like every Hollywood company right now, like Disney, more to the fact, and live by the whole diversity ideals and everything they have, they've got Milestone right there. Right fucking there.
Yep.
And they do nothing with it. They've got Icon and the Rocket and Static Shock right there. They don't touch them.
They don't do it. Nothing. Yep.
Denzel Washington's right there. He's even said he would play that character.
So scroll down. Is there anything more about Max or
sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay, hold on. Right there. Max has 103 million subs, and it's not profitable for them. That's crazy to think about. Remember, this is the highest value streaming service. The streaming service, I think, for base ads is $15.99 with ads.
Yeah,
$15.99. So
it's not with that. No ads. No ads. You're wrong there. I have Max.
No. So what's the one with ads? It's like what, 6? No. Max has ads. I know
Max does have ads. I've had ads with some of my shit.
Really?
They do have a lower tier ad. They have a lower tier ad.
Here's the thing. I got my Max like right when it was still called HBO Max. Maybe I'm grandfathered in because I have mine is only like $9 a month and I have no ads.
I'm maybe thinking about Paramount because I have Paramount Plus through Walmart Plus.
How are you on the?
I maybe thinking of Paramount Plus because I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have ads either for Max.
You might have been grandfathered in. I'll be honest here.
Because I got it when it was HBO Max. They made it with AT&T. They made it with AT&T, and then they changed to Max after.
Are you talking like the only ads I have is I start a movie or a show, there will be an ad for something
in the middle
on HBO Max for like, and you can even skip it if you want. It'll play like.
You're right. My bad.
It'll play a Game of Thrones ad.
It'll
go to the
$15.99 and above is for those other person quality and whatever. That's without ads. $9.99 is with ads.
Mine's $9.99 and I don't have any ads, but it's probably because I got it when it first came out.
Ad free is $16.99 per month.
Here's a really bad decision for the company, but you got Amazon, right?
Mm-hmm.
The brick and mortar comparison that's trying to be a competitive with Amazon is Walmart.
I bet sauce.
What if Walmart turned around and bought Warner Brothers so that they got a studio and their own streaming service to try to compete again with Amazon?
God. No more streaming services.
Say Walmart. No.
Walmart. Buying Walmart.
They could. You're right, though.
Yeah. If they're looking at them as a competitor, as an actual competitor, and trying to delve into everything else that Amazon's doing, they've got the distribution centers, so they can, and they already do with their app. It's like the next step is kind of that direction.
I mean, if you remember, Blockbuster came this close to knocking out Netflix when they started. They're like, "Oh, you're doing this? Like, that's what you were going to do. We'll try and do it too." They just couldn't get the interface right, but they had everything else at their disposal. Had they just had the right, people, if they didn't, they fucking kicked Netflix out the door when they came knocking and wanted to partner with them.
Or even that paragraph right there. I remember there was the rumor they actually wanted to split everything off. And it's like, why did you merge then? You're going to split everything off. And it's like the merger is worthless then.
Okay, here, I'll read this real quick. Since Warner Brothers Discovery formed as a merger company a little over 2 years ago in April 2022, the company's stock has fallen nearly 70%. 70%. The company's stock fell another 8% in after hours trading and is now approaching an all-time low. Last month, a report came out that Warner Discovery was exploring a potential spin-off of its film and TV studio and streaming from its linear TV channels. Much of WB's $40 billion in debt lies with the linear channels, so a divorce would free up the studio segment to unlock more value, but it also comes with a major risk, with some analysts completely doubting it. The company cut off another 1,000 jobs in July, primarily across finance, business affairs, and production divisions.
This company's so screwed, man.
Yeah,
the
they're
production divisions. That, I mean, also as a result of the strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what people don't realize, this, just because this came out and like, oh wow, this is happening to Warner Brothers. Who would have thought that would ever? This is happening to Disney too. This is happening right now with Disney.
I will say, if someone's surprised this is happening to Warner Brothers, it's like that one James Franco meme. First time. Warner Brothers has been having these issues for years, people. Years.
You're right.
Yeah.
And they've made a lot more bad decisions before Disney did make those bad decisions. But now Disney is in the same boat, which is why going back. Right, dude, but I'm talking about the other big kid, the biggest.
Oh no, I was tagging on to your point. The other company that's having just as big as financial problems is Paramount. Paramount's not only having streaming problems, because remember there was that one report that came out where the analysts told the guys at Paramount, you probably shouldn't be in streaming. That's basically saying you're not making any money doing this. Yeah, and then Paramount's getting sold off, or they merged with Skydance, and they were getting sold off and merged as well. All these companies are going to be consolidating soon. If Warner Brothers has DC and that's not valuable, burn the whole company down. What happened? That needs to be burned.
Well, DC is valuable. It's just mismanaged, and it has been, and it's still going to be. I'm sorry, that Superman movie looks like complete.
Fuck off.
I have zero faith in James Gunn. That looks like trash. Even the cartoon that the commanders, the monster Halloween commanders or whatever they're called. That's Marvel. Yeah, the monster commander. That looks like shit. Looks like shit.
Speaking of trash, Disney just did it. They dropped the Snow White trailer online a couple minutes ago.
I'll just do a reaction to it later.
I just watched
let's do it now.
I just watched it, and my fucking eyes. My eyes feel like they want to crawl out of my skull.
This is your reaction. You get it now. You get it with all of us.
I don't want to get it with you.
Yes, play it.
Fucks.
You can do a commentary video afterwards. Let's check it out.
You want to know what? Do your proper intro. We could do this video right now.
I literally would allow you to eat my ass before doing that.
Do you not know how to podcast?
God damn it. Why do I give you fucking privileges here?
Are we ready to do the intro?
Nope.
Come on.
He's gonna keep doing it until we do it.
Time for a live video.
Time for a live video to be in my butthole.
Come on.
Let's do a reaction to the Agatha All Along second trailer.
MSK,
no.
Come on, dude. Let's do this.
We can do a reaction to Ironheart. Come on. That's about being a strong black female with.
Are there just a bunch of trailers coming out? Like, what's going on?
I think Disney's just trying to dump anything out right now because of how bad their earnings call was.
Yeah.
People, and the fact that park attendance has just fallen off a cliff. Movies aren't doing anything. They can see the writing on the wall based on the fact that they've had they had two very successful movies, but they got nothing in the pipe that's going to even compare.
That's why what we were talking about tonight, and I think me and you were agreeing on this, Drunken, was that they see that they have to saving Marvel and reverting course with Marvel is a Hail Mary. Like, this is they have no choice but to do that.
They're done.
And the only problem is they have to release all the dog shit that they've already made.
Yeah. They got to get it out of the way.
All the stuff under Bob Chapek, they have to put out. But to be fair, even before he was there, they already had, filmed that stuff in advance, announced that stuff in advance. There was that rumor before we get to the trailer. I'm not trying to avoid it. Before we get to it, remember how they had that rumor article that came out? It was from Chris Gore. I met Chris Gore in real life, so I don't think he's lying or anything. I believe him. You know how he had said that they got rid of all those activists in Marvel's division. Yeah. Their separate divisions. the problem here is like, I asked myself, why did Kevin Feige remove himself? Kevin Feige literally is the one that put the MCU in this place. He actively went against Ike Perlmutter, telling him, don't do these things. Yes. What, he's going to remove himself? He's
no,
because here.
Here's the thing. You're thinking Kevin Feige actually thought it was a bad idea and didn't realize it was a bad idea.
My bad.
Those are two different things. He thought he was drinking the Kool-Aid and watching the Twitter feed and everything else that all of us, the forced information everybody was having. This is the way to go. This is what people want. Well, what if they don't want it? We'll make them want it. Well, what if we can't make them want it? We'll make them want it harder. Okay, thank you, BlackRock. And just kept doing it. And then he got to a point where he's like, all right, he's been a fucking Marvel guy since the original X-Men movies. He only got into film because of his desire to make comic book movies.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking Kevin Feige simp. I think he's a complete sellout and a piece of shit. And he got rid of the main talent. He should have just been there to kind of assist.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to bring up. He was fighting Ike Perlmutter. I get it. Ike Perlmutter can maybe say some off the wall racist stuff. I don't personally care. He was speaking complete facts when what he was saying. Kevin Feige had one lucky thing. Two. It was the Captain Marvel thing and the Black Panther thing. Ike Perlmutter basically said female superhero movies really don't make that much money at the box office. To be fair, he wasn't wrong. The only ones that made money is Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel. Most of them are just pretty bad and they suck and they don't make any money.
Captain Marvel only did because it was sandwiched between those two movies.
Yeah,
that's
Captain Marvel
you had to watch it.
That
is the only reason.
And you felt like you had to watch it to
and Captain Marvel was experience. Captain Marvel's success is luck entirely.
Oh, God. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm a Black Panther fan. I like the character and everything else. But
Chadwick Boseman was a fucking fantastic actor.
Chadwick Boseman was amazing. Yes. And there's a horribly tragic loss.
And
that movie, the Black Panther one, I wish he got a 2 because I figured, okay, 1 kind of was meh. We'll see where he goes with part 2. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. He never got that chance. The problem is they just hyped up part 2. People weren't going for the movie. They were going for the whole, like, we have to go see this movie bullshit. Just like the only reason anybody went and saw Captain Marvel was because it was sandwiched in between the other 2 movies. It was just manipulation.
The thing I wanted to bring up was he was wrong about Black Panther, but if we're being honest, if people actually read what he actually had said and what happened between them, I understood where he was coming from. Kevin Feige had gotten, there was this book that they put out a while ago. You can look it up online. It's pretty simple to find. And if you actually read it, you will understand where he's coming from. I get it. He might say some off-the-wall shit, but Ike Perlmutter's right. Kevin Feige was like, we'll do a Black Widow movie. I'll be honest here. I like Scarlett Johansson. But a Black Widow movie probably wouldn't have only done well in that period. Keep in mind, are people going to go see ScarJo or they're going to go see Black Widow? People like Black Widow because Scarlett Johansson is playing her. That's the reason.
I would watch a Black Widow movie if it was done.
And I would have too, but here's the thing. If they had made it within the continuity of the story, which they should have done earlier, and it should have been Hawkeye and Black Widow, or Hawkeye versus Black Widow. And they should have had her fucking that thing unzipped and cleavage up to her fucking chin.
I would have preferred that.
That's what sells.
That's cinema. No, I got what he was saying. He was basically saying the fact that if you make a Black Widow movie, it won't do well. I don't know if he's coming from off like people would go to watch it for ScarJo. Like at that moment, I think the MCU at that moment in time would have did it. I think that we wouldn't know because that was in the MCU's peak. I would say in the peak of the MCU, I wouldn't say if she made $1 billion. She probably would have got like 600 million.
I think it would have done I think if they had done it with Hawkeye, so you had dual star power of fucking Jeremy Renner and Scarlett Johansson, and they did a flashback right after Avengers 1 to that whole the Budapest bullshit that they never showed, and how she got blood on her ledger and her origin story and made her a villain with a redemption arc like she has in the comic books. Because remember, there is some source material out there. It would have done at least on par with First Avenger Captain America and Thor, the original Thor movie. It would have been right along the line.
So I understand where he's coming from with the whole female superhero thing. I fully honestly I do. It's a bad track record. Black Panther is his only. He was right about Black Panther. He was, but that was because they had strategically marketed and made Black Panther pushed in a way where it could make him be successful. After that, he got so in his head. The ego was through the roof. These people thought they could do TV, not just TV. They thought they could just do all these random characters, all these people spread out, and it failed completely. He was right. I'm saying everything
because they thought
wait
by using market manipulation with everything they did, they used racial manipulation to prop up this character, acting like Blade and Spawn never fucking existed.
And look, reaching that far could have absolutely 100% worked. 100%.
I don't think so.
It could have. I was on board to watch all this shit, but when it started making everything,
it was good. If it was good,
right. That is what killed it. That is what.
That's the thing.
The overreaching was far and hard, but they reached even further by trying to bring in that little.
Yeah, but you guys knew as well as I did. We were there. Remember what he said about diversity and all that stuff. We knew that was coming. We did, right? We all remember him saying that. And the thing
you're talking about what Feige said, yes.
Yeah.
And he thought that because he used that racial manipulation and marketing and pandering with Black Panther, that he could do that with everything. I'll use that with WandaVision, with the patriarchy. I'll use that with
is Shang-Chi not the same attempt? Yeah.
Everything. The Eternals is just an LGBT saving lives movie that no one watched because it was fucking boring and stupid.
The thing I'll bring up is like if you spread that many people working in that many projects, remember they said he was a guy that did oversee a lot of the projects. There's just no way those can all turn out good. He can't oversee all of those, all the special effects, all the production, all the filming, everything. There's no way. I think you could have done it. Maybe 1 or 2 TV shows, 1 or 2 max, not that many. We have 5 in 1 year.
He should have appointed one person to oversee movies, one person to oversee TV shows.
But remember, dude, they said they could do TV without showrunners. That was already going to be a fail. We learned that they were going to make TV shows without showrunners. That is automatically an L by every count.
And look at and also the quality of. Some of them looked beautiful. Like
WandaVision looked gorgeous.
WandaVision looked great. Even Loki, I rewatched that just because I haven't gotten to season 2 yet. So I rewatched season 1. I'm like, man, this show looks great. And Hiddleston and fucking Owens, they're awesome, but it was just the writing is so fucking bad.
Did you watch season 2?
Dialogue is so bad.
A lot of people have said season 2 is way better.
I haven't got there yet.
Season 2 is really good. It really is.
I want to get there because I have a theory and I'm going to make a video on it where I think the Secret Wars is going based on my knowledge of reading the books. I know they do with Loki at the end of this. I'm like, okay, they're replacing Loki with another character into Secret Wars. I know exactly what they're doing, and I have a theory.
I know who it is.
I want to fucking
you do. I know. Yeah.
Yep.
One more thing. I know Nate wants us to get to the trailer. I found it. We'll go there in just a second.
There's a lot of trailers.
Yeah. We're not gonna review all. We're not gonna react to all of them. But
Nate's already dry palmed it 3 times to Rachel Zegler.
I'm just pointing out the fact that
what's one more?
If we're gonna remove people that ruin Marvel, why is he not removed? He literally put the MCU in this position. He put it here. No one else did. He literally at that point had the position of control so much to the point where he's like second to Bob Iger. Basically, he reports about Iger if he wants to do anything as far as like a budget and whatever. He's the top guy. If he's the one that put it this spot,
right? And
I'm not saying replace him, but like
thing with Perlmutter was he just said that he basically in a crude way, which I agree with, and I don't think it was crude at all, but just to be
recently he said, why would people go to the movie theater and watch anything other than to entertain them? Is he wrong?
Well, and he said this is he was trying to make the point that Marvel is a boy brand, just like Star Wars, the boy brand. You're trying to turn it into a girl brand. The problem is when it's a boy brand, boys like it. Also, girls that like it for what it fucking is.
I'm gonna refer back to the girl in the 70s who went to see Star Wars 5 times, made her movie accurate rebel flight suit in the 70s with no camera,
Right.
no internet.
But she didn't feel represented, right?
Oh fuck. Okay.
Dude, Disney's still taking out Skeleton Crew. Looks fucking atrocious. Good
Okay, so
God.
What's
Let's-
sad is right before that, I just
Yeah,
want
go
to make one more point about Warner
Yeah.
Brothers. If they had the balls to do it
Big balls.
with what they have with fucking DC, they could right now while Marvel's weak, just like any other predator in the wild, they fucking take it. And they
And you know who's gonna do it? James Gunn.
No, he's not. That looks
Have
like
faith in Gunn we trust.
I know.
That's the slogan on this channel.
Nope.
Now
they would have to go.
Bothered by it. We're gonna do it.
You know who they should have hired as the overseer of the whole thing is Paul Dini.
That's
And they should have made it. They
the
should do it
hashtag.
with get Paul Dini, make the whole thing based in the fucking 40s.
There you go. In Gun we trust. 'Cause
Period.
I know
Please.
it pisses off Iron. There we go.
All right.
There you go.
Gun we-
Gun we trust. I promise you, Superman's going to be a better movie than Deadpool Wolverine.
No, it's gonna be a horse shit.
I don't
only
think. I
thing-
think this movie is. I think James Gunn's Superman is going. And I will.
Bold
What do you want me to
prediction.
do if I'm wrong? And I will admit if I'm wrong.
You
If
can't be
this-
wrong. It's in your opinion. How can you be wrong in your
If
own
James
opinion?
Gunn's movie is worse than Man of Steel,
That's be pretty hard. That would
Mm,
be bad if it was.
I like Man of Steel.
well, hold on.
I don't
on
think
that
it's great.
For 1 second, MSK.
It's not great, but
So-
I like it just fine.
Okay, so let's
Hello.
take some context here. We got Man of Steel and the new Superman movie.
Yes.
Behind the scenes screenshots came out for Man of Steel.
Yes.
For Man of Steel, we were excited. Shit's coming out for this movie. We're hesitant.
Hesitant. Dude, those early photos look like crap.
Looks like that's what I'm saying. It's good.
Yes.
It's right now. It's looking like it's gonna be worse
I will
than
say,
Man of Steel.
I don't think the Superman suit's all that bad, but the other suits are bad. The other suits are bad. Those are horrible. Those are pretty bad.
Everything I've seen from that set looks terrible.
I
all
have
of it.
hope. In Gun I trust.
If
The
that's
only
the
people stating
thing-
that are Kamala supporters.
And I
Oh,
can't look.
I'm a
I
Gun
hate,
supporter.
I hate that I'm not looking forward to comic movies because that is my shit.
I want nothing more than a good DC
Yes.
representation movie.
Just
Yes.
trust James Gunn. He has a
Comic books
hot
got
white
me-
wife.
Comic books got me through my childhood. It kept
Dude.
me alive. as a
Comic books
They-
are my
kid.
pillows,
Okay.
man. I don't have a bed. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so Paul Dini is he's animation and comic books. They would never hire him. What about the Duffer Brothers?
Wait, did you guys
Stranger
like
Things
Peacemaker?
is yeah.
If you guys like Peacemaker, I don't think he's gonna do a bad Superman movie. Peacemaker was pretty
I
good.
like
But no,
Peacemaker, but
here's
for Peacemaker, not Superman. I don't
Yes.
want to see Superman in
Here's
that
the deal with
universe. I just
Peacemaker.
want to
You
hear
like
him
the
imply.
You like the
James-
Suicide Squad movie? That was pretty
James
good.
Gunn. James Gunn's type of humor fits in with Peacemaker. If you look at his older shit, Tromeo and Juliet, the shit he did back with Troma Video, the stuff he did in his early career, Peacemaker
God.
fits right into his freaking
Right.
quiver
and
of arrows.
here's the thing. I love James. I think James Gunn's a great filmmaker.
He's made
I
good
think he
superhero
is
movies outside of
Superman is
Absolutely
gonna be
Guardians.
wrong.
He's made
for
good
the
superhero
Nancy
movies outside
Hard.
of what, like Guardians 2 probably is the weakest one.
I love Guardians too. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
like
was all
Guardians too, just
I,
fine.
I'm just
But
pointing out, if you
Guardians
like the
works
majority of
within
his
his
superhero
wheelhouse.
stuff.
And
Hi, little guy.
he was controlled to the point he had to make
Uh-huh.
Guardians fit in
Right
the
through.
MCU.
Okay, go to bed.
He's given complete freedom, and it shows with Superman putting on the boots and the fucking the shit going
I
on
will
in the
say
window.
Zack Snyder's first teaser trailer when he was breaking the sound barrier was pretty cool. I will say that.
Yeah.
I think the movie's gonna live and die by the trailer. Hopefully, that first teaser trailer is really good.
If
hope.
you know what, I want it to be good. I want to be wrong. I
I'm
really
saying,
do.
we
I just
have
don't think I will
agreed
be.
that we liked a lot of his superhero movies. I think he has way better credit as far as superheroes with most people. I would imagine, right?
I like WZ's rule.
If James Gunn's movie's accepted as good from the majority of the panel, then Iron has to. Okay, that's just gay.
That's your punishment. You got to stay in his house for a week.
How are we
Iron
gonna?
Iron
no.
has to survive
Those-
living in MSK's house for a
If
week.
you're wrong,
Where am I
if you're
going to
wrong-
sleep?
No, but
Hey,
the
that's
Are we
funny,
going to
that's-
share the? Are
Can't
we
be
going to
wrong in
share
his
the
opinion.
floor?
How would you be wrong from your own opinion? That would be like if I had a bed. Like, what the hell? God damn.
Hey, at least in that time, the TV might get mounted.
I'll say this. I'm looking forward to the Superman movie, but the problem, it's not the Superman movie that I'm not looking forward to. The problem that I have is that he is placing weird emphasis on other characters that shouldn't be given emphasis already enough.
It's a Superman movie.
No. Outside of that, like the other movies coming, he chose Andy Muschietti to direct Batman. Bro, Andy Muschietti directed Flash, and that movie's terrible. That horrible Batman suit he put Ben Affleck in, and he has Tom King working for him.
Yep. Those are all big red flags.
Christina Hudson, she directed Birds of Prey. That movie's trash. Sorry, the movie stinks. But
what movie?
Christina Hudson wrote The Flash and directed Birds of Prey. That come on, like you can't make bigger W's than that. Those are certainly movies ever made. Let's just say.
No,
that.
I think this is just going to be another flopping chapter of DC.
I know, and I hate that.
And the only thing, and then in 5 years we'll get a standalone Batman trilogy that just
we don't even know what's going to happen.
Incredible, and then we'll never see it again in our lifetime.
Well, what's going to happen with Robert Pattinson's universe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which Batman are we going to see? Pattinson, who was announced that's staying standalone from everything else. Whoever they bring in as the new Batman,
and we have Joker.
What are they going to fucking pick? Yeah, then this Joker bullshit.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, guys, we are going to do a reaction to my butthole opening. All right, I'm joking. I'm entertaining you guys. All right. Oh God. All right.
Do you not know how to podcast?
In my butthole. All right. Hey everyone, we are going to be doing a teaser trailer reaction to Iron Eating My Ass. Okay, I'm joking. All right, third time's the charm. Okay, okay. This is a teaser trailer. Okay, got it.
Oh shit, we got to look at Red Hulk.
Fuck off. All right, so we are going to be doing a teaser trailer.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
I'm done. Okay. My hands are up here.
I would rather trust Thor to work that soundboard.
You know, Thor would actually probably do it more than I.
Fuck off, bitch. God damn.
He's right.
All right. Hey everyone. So we're gonna eat out Darnell's. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, I
he
promise.
just laughed. Leave him alone.
I'm good. Okay, quality content. I'm kidding. All right, being serious. All right, everyone. So we
start the intro. You're good.
Fuck off. All you need to die.
Come on, I need to see this trailer. Come on.
All right.
Okay. All right. Time's the charm. Okay. Maybe I just get my asshole licked by Drunken Emerald Arrow. I don't know.
Batman in an overcoat.
That guy in
a little coat.
All right.
Okay. Come on, guys. Come on.
We're gonna be serious for a half a second.
Oh, how all three of us are on the same page.
I'm not gonna lie. I would fold Rachel Zegler like a lawn chair, and I would pound that bitch out. You know,
she's cute.
I would, man, but she's taken, and that's okay. I'll dream. I can dream about my butthole getting opened. Just kidding.
Daddy.
WC, you know how to work.
Do you know how to work? Oh shit, a black guy working? Come on, stop. That ship has sailed. Black people.
Just want to dream about my butthole opening.
Oh shit.
That's great.
Okay, I know Nate's been waiting. Okay, I know Don's been waiting. All right, everyone, we're going to be doing a trailer reaction to nothing because I'm black. Okay, that was my fault.
Nobody said anything. Come on.
You guys can fuck off. I'm going to replace MSK saying that. No, don't do that.
Well,
I'm not saying that I wouldn't.
Well, he said that earlier in the stream anyway.
He said it earlier.
I don't know who said that. That was Nate. Nate told me to say
Yeah, he actually already said he had fold tiny like a lawn chair.
I never said that. I never said that.
We all remember it. You are not escaping this.
Wait, were you guys lying on me because you're some racist?
I had never heard the expression "fold someone like a lawn chair."
I will go back in the plate. I will go
until
back
you said it about tiny.
I'm specifically saying, if you guys don't believe me, you're racist, bigot, homophobes. Just saying. So it's either
all right,
be that or you're
enough.
Well, I am what I eat, so.
Oh shit!
You eat racist, bigot,
and clipped.
Oh right. Okay. All right, everyone. We are going to be doing a teaser trailer reaction for Disney's upcoming Snow White movie. So a lot of you guys have seen the original, like myself. I've actually seen all these in theaters. Actually, I've seen the Huntsman ones. I saw the Mirror Mirror one. Actually, I thought Mirror Mirror was actually pretty good. And basically, long story short, Rachel Zegler is going to be playing Snow White. Holy fuck!
Weird.
Basically,
weird.
That was pretty good. That was pretty. I like that. So this is basically Snow White and the 7 DEI hires. Oh shit! Fuck. I honestly thought they were gonna cancel this, but no, we actually have a teaser trailer. I'm not fucking with you guys. All right. So Nate said when we were doing the podcast, he wanted to watch it, and I was like, all right, this is why
I was just pointing out the fact that it was online. That's all.
No, you weren't. Man was literally begging us on the fucking show to watch it. But
Dude, you
I
were
love
begging,
the white
like,
people.
no, I want to watch it by myself.
Yeah, I love doing things by
I want it
myself.
alone.
I think
My
we know
pillow
why he
is-
wants to do it by himself.
Of
I
course.
mean, it's
I'm just
Rachel
saying.
Zegler, dude. She's cute.
What the fuck?
Let's
gonna
get to the
roll-
reaction.
He's gonna roll out that inflatable mattress. Watch that trailer.
Come on back. Come on back. You can
Come on,
recover.
buddy.
You can recover. This is all
No,
good.
no,
This
no,
is
sir.
good content.
What's
Do
wrong?
my internet just dropped? Is everything still good?
No, it didn't. No,
Yeah.
it didn't.
My internet
Pull
just
up the
dropped.
chat
No.
for a
You-
second, you weirdo.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
You're
I'm not-
fucking lying.
I didn't do anything. I'm not
You're a liar.
Okay. All right. All right. No, I'll be honest. Why is the
If your
viewers at
internet
5?
dropped, none of us would have been able to talk to each other.
What? No. You're trolling me. Fuck off.
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
All right. All right, everyone. We're going to be doing a teaser trailer reaction for Disney's upcoming Snow White movie. You guys have seen many Snow White movies. The original, which is very good. I liked Mirror Mirror. There was the one with the Huntsman, actually. I've seen all of them in theaters. Will I watch this one? Probably not. Maybe. You know, I had a little soft
You
spot for
will.
Rachel Zegler. She's pretty hot. I would fold that bitch like a lawn chair, you know? But
That's weird. Weird.
yeah. This is basically going to be Disney's Snow White and the 7 DEI hires. I'm not kidding. This man, if those dwarfs are not actually dwarfs and they're like big, tall black guys, Tyrones, man, this might
Didn't
actually
they
be one of the
release
movies.
a screenshot of like they actually
Well,
did?
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
They did. Here's the thing. Going back about a year, there were the 7 diversity baristas. And you know
the 7 Starbucks baristas.
right, they were all
From
there.
Seattle.
And
Oh, shit.
oh boy, and they looked and probably smelled the part.
Oh,
Backlash
And
is so
now
bad.
they have been
They've
replaced
recasted them.
with
actual
really
dwarves.
with really bad CGI of the actual dwarves.
Yeah.
Because thank God for Peter Dinklage, he made sure that they wouldn't actually hire live action dwarves to play
Mm-hmm.
the 7 dwarves. Because that would be offensive.
Dude, keep in mind, people, the backlash was so bad. They got rid of all the dwarfs as actors and just put CGI there. Yeah, you're not beating the only CGI allegations, fucking Disney.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
They fired the actual DEI people to just put CGI there. That's ridiculous.
kind of like any other trailer.
Yeah,
I'm kind
they
of
did,
curious
they
to
didn't
see
just
what the
they
comments are
didn't
going to
just
look like.
they didn't just
Oh,
fire
no.
the weirdos to replace them with dwarves. They fired all of them and
dwarves.
just replaced them with cartoons.
Computerized dwarfs. Literally non-existent computer-generated dwarfs. That's bro, they know
Right.
it's just gonna bomb.
Isn't that kind of defeat
Right.
the purpose of like live action?
Yeah,
Yeah,
You think?
you think so. All right,
it's like
let's
it's
go
like
to
when
the
they
trailer.
say, "Oh, we're making a live action Lion King." It's not really live action. It's just
I'm just saying
That's
right now.
neither a lion nor a king.
I'm just saying right now, after this trailer and we watch it live for this video, we're going to that comment section on YouTube where it's going to be at. I imagine this comments are going to be, this is certainly one of the movies ever
this
made.
is one of the movies of all time.
I want to go on record and say and apologize for being wrong about this. I insisted they were not going to release it.
No, that's not what you were saying. You were saying this was going to be $1 million movie. I mean, $1 billion.
No, yeah, I did say million. I did say $1 million.
$1
movie.
million movie.
Definitely $1 million movie.
Definitely worthy of being one of the movies.
No,
of all time.
I was. If it was one of your shows, MSK, earlier this year, I said I'm confident it will never be released, and I'm wrong.
I'll be honest here. I thought they canned the whole thing.
Yeah, I thought it was good too.
I already hate it. Like,
No,
look at that.
I remember this conversation because I was like, they can't. They've backed themselves into a corner.
I thought they were
do you
gonna.
think they can? Do you think they can? How
What?
can they cancel a brown Snow White?
I thought they were gonna do it like Batwoman.
Are
Just
you
write it off.
fucking kidding me?
Dude, they made a black Little Mermaid.
Or go
Anything's
straight to
possible.
this, straight to Disney
can't.
Plus.
Also,
All right.
they're trying.
Yeah.
Also, they're trying to tell us that Gal Gadot is somehow uglier than Rachel Zegler. What?
The only thing straight to Disney Plus they could do as far as these live actions was our little fucking Apu Indian Peter Pan, because they didn't
I
really
know
give a fuck
boy.
about him.
Wendy in the 20 DEI hires. Oh, and Peter Pan's here too.
Oh, shit. All right, let's go.
All right.
You guys heard that, right? Just making sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. Disney
Like a
invites
horror
you.
movie.
And Deer was like, "What the fuck, bitch?"
What is Disney inviting me
Okay,
to?
I'm gonna be honest. From right now, it actually looks like the cartoon in live action. So far,
Oh, whistle while you work.
And now I hate it.
Whistle while you work. Magic
Oh, mama.
mirror on the wall.
Oh, mama.
Who's the fairest one of all?
Don't do
No.
it, bitch.
No.
They went back and reshot the entire damn movie to make it in line with the fucking cartoon.
Of course
I
they
was gonna say
did.
that.
you
I was gonna
notice
say that.
they're limiting the shots and the angles so that it actually is reflective of iconic scenes like from the bridge or
Yeah.
her walking up the
Yep.
stairs from the cartoon
Mhm.
and seeing just the silhouette of her, the blue dress with the yellow gown, the black bob hair. And honestly, if they didn't promote it so much with the identity politics and just said, hey,
If Rachel
She's
Zegler
playing
just
Snow
kept
White.
her fucking mouth shut.
I don't, most people probably wouldn't even know, like,
Okay.
oh, wait,
I wanna
she's
make
not
sure I
exactly
point this out.
Snow White. Is
Yeah.
she?
I want to point this out. The original reason why, well, there's many reasons, but one of the main key ones was the love interest thing that she brought up in one of those interviews she had.
Yep.
I think
Oh,
D23,
yeah,
where she said that
yeah.
we're gonna have a love interest. I'll be honest here, the love interest is here, but keep in mind this is after all that backlash. So they went and, like I said, we know they reshot most of this. Okay, so I'll just say this right now. This doesn't look
She
that
is
bad.
not going to be saved by the prince.
I'll say this
No,
doesn't
it's
look
Gal
that bad.
Gadot, man.
Honestly, I think some of the CGI looks pretty janky. You can tell that looks.
It
pretty
looks
janky.
made, dude. It looks made for TV.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on
It doesn't
like
look that
not
bad. I
Disney
mean,
Plus.
I guess
It looks
honestly.
like you would see like Sunday Night Special on the Disney Channel, the live action reinterpretation of Snow White.
Like they used to do back in the 80s.
I mean, look at that fucking deer.
I was
That
going to
deer,
say,
it looks like Roger Rabbit, man.
am I tripping balls here? Or does this look like a shot from Friday the 13th?
Okay. All right.
I was
I was
getting
thinking
Stephen
more
King's-
Evil Dead.
I was
Evil
getting
Dead.
Stephen
Okay,
King's-
okay.
I'm
I
gonna
was
go
getting
around the
Stephen
panel
King's The
really
Stand.
quickly. We'll get everyone's
Okay.
quick thoughts, and then we'll go
90s.
to the YouTube comments parts of this trailer. It's probably gonna be gold.
That's
there.
going to be awesome.
Nate. All right, quick thoughts on the trailer. Good, bad, make you interested in watching the movie.
Kind of like what they said. Yeah, this looks like they definitely went back and shot about maybe 90% of the movie, because this does not look like the movie we were originally supposed to get. But that still doesn't mean that Disney isn't hiding something and being sneaky, especially when DEI bullshit is concerned, and especially Rachel Zegler, man. Like, there's just no way to overlook her comments and the stuff she, was saying before, this trailer, even dropped. I'm going to go into this probably the same way I've gone into everything else that's been Disney related recently. I'm going to go in cautiously optimistic. If it turns out to be not as bad as what we thought it was, or what we thought it was going to be, cool. But if it turns out to be, if it turns out to be worse than what we thought it was going to be, oh boy.
Do what I told you to do, man. Before you go into that theater room, flip a coin. Just say, fuck it. I'm not like, actually pull a two-face, flip that coin. You never know what you're going to get. All right, Darnell, your quick thoughts, good, bad. Would you take your daughter to see it? Would you actually have kids, so would you take your daughter to see this?
No intention of going see this in the movies. I'm gonna nope. We'll wait for Disney Plus. I'm gonna go see the Daily Wire version.
Oh, they are. Oh, gee, yeah, you're right. They are doing one.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Brett Cooper as Snow White. All right. Snow Hot. Yeah. All right.
Snow Fat.
Drunken. Good, bad. Gonna watch it? No.
When you brought up take a coin, I thought when you go to the theater, you need to take. I thought it was a hammer to hit you in the head before watching the movie.
Fuck.
I go back to my original thought is that they went back, reshot it after the backlash to actually make it respectful to the first full length feature animated movie that Disney ever did.
Yeah, remember the original the son of the guy who made the original. He talked about how bad her comments were and how bad like the set photos looked. You know that must have meant something. Like it was. Who got factor in? She literally said she didn't even like Snow White, and it's like, why? Okay, then why did you take the role then? And she even mentioned this when she was in Shazam.
No,
she's like, I'm only really in this money. She mentioned it in Shazam, the premiere. They're like, why are you in here? She's like, well, I had no jobs, and they weren't really. She's really only just here for money. If we're being completely honest here.
And the thing about it is with the Snow White though, there wasn't just a right-wing backlash. This was normies backlashing against it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's the reason why they went back and redid it.
Iron.
Yeah, and I want to just add to exactly what Drunken Emerald Arrow, I have to say it slowly, was saying. It did hit the normies because this wasn't just an attack on everybody saying, oh, only racist, just like with Little Mermaid or Mad because Rachel's like, nobody would have actually given a fuck because watching that, she's cute. She looks like Snow White to a point.
Mexican.
She sings fine. She's saying actually that one little song where you heard her singing Whistle While You Work. That sounded pretty solid. Yeah. She sounded all right.
Yeah.
The problem was the shitting on the basic the fundamentals of the story itself, being that it's a love story, that the prince saves her with love's eternal kiss.
Yeah.
The only thing that could break the fucking evil.
Not I'm a man. It's love's eternal kiss.
Yeah. Yes. It was about love, but that's heteronormative love, and well, we're just not really for that anymore. We have to make her stand on her own 2 feet and go to college and get a CEO and have 14 abortions. Here's the thing:
at that interview, she basically said the movie was outdated, and evidently so.
Yes,
she made an emphasis to put up outdated. Oh,
the only person that made Rachel Zegler unlikable was Rachel Zegler.
Yep.
Because yes, would she have gotten some slack, some fucking jokes about being, snow beige?
Yeah,
sure. But she could have just ignored it, played the role. And if the story was actually the original Snow White story with that, maybe a few little bells and whistles and added elements, it would have been fine and no one would have cared, especially if she looked the part and sang good, which from what I saw, she could have fucking done. But that's not what happened. The main thing was attacking that love story.
The thing to tackle onto your point.
Story.
Yeah, the thing to tackle onto your point, Disney has race swapped a lot of these girls. Now, for the reason why Snow White is like the biggest offender of that, in the novelization, from what I do know, because we did read it at school.
Skin is white as snow.
Skin is white as snow. That's a fucking Puerto Rican.
Yes, her skin is. It's as beige as sand. It's pretty.
Yeah. If you're not going to cast a white girl for Snow White,
dude,
then bro,
especially when you got chicks like Elle Fanning, some of these like the palest bitches out there that could have knocked it out of the park and played the character, but
yeah,
they don't.
Because if we're gonna do like accurate representations of these princesses, why isn't Snow White? I don't know, white. God forbid.
Here's my other problem. And back before Rachel Zegler actually shot herself in the fucking face by talking,
allegedly.
So
like Halloween kills.
What I'm talking about, metaphorically speaking, she ruined her reputation by speaking, thus shooting herself in the face. Anyway, so here's the thing. Before that, when it wasn't her talking about, like, it was the Disney marketing, we've got a Latinx girl playing Snow White. How do you like that, motherfuckers?
That's the whitest like Cuban I've ever seen.
Yeah, they were throwing it out there that they were making sure that this character, who is based on a European fairy tale with skin as white as snow, would be played by a non-European actor whose skin is neither white as nor as snow. It was the studio's fault, and that's what they were marketing on that the diversity bullshit. They did the same thing to the girl that played Ariel, which is why I do feel sorry for her too. She said a lot of stupid shit too, not nearly as bad as Rachel Zegler.
To be fair, she's black. She deserved all that backlash, honestly. But that's just me personally.
She was actually not terrible in that movie.
No,
I can back that.
And keep in mind, Snow White doesn't have, to my knowledge, outside of the book iteration and the movies that we've seen, there's no like multiverse of Snow White. So there, she literally is just one single entity of a character.
Yeah,
so,
Snow White in the multiverse of madness.
My whole thing is, here's where Snow White. Fucker. If the studio hadn't said shit about casting based on race, if Rachel Zegler hadn't said people don't like me because of racism, the old story's outdated, and we're shitting on the love story, it could have just been like a few people making jokes like, oh, Snow White, huh? And then if she did a good job after that, no one would fucking care.
Snow White's fighting interdimensional demons
with
Doctor Strange.
You see the portal open up, and then here comes a white Snow White and a Mexican Snow White. And
there's a Russian Snow White, a Cuban Snow White,
and
the Snow White
head.
The Snow White core.
The Snow White core.
Snow White from Mars.
You get the Snow White from Zimbabwe with the plate lip. I'm Snow White.
You got Head White.
Head White. Jesus Christ.
You got Snow White from the Hood with dreadlocks.
Snow White from the Hood. Holy shit.
Yeah, she comes out twerking on a cop car.
Basically, Mimi Savari from that movie.
Oh, did we just create a better movie than Disney?
Yeah, like I'm just saying, Snow White versus Morbius will honestly make $1 billion at the box office.
Honestly, if I had money,
I mean,
like
Morbius is white as snow. She wants her skin.
If I had won like the lottery when it was at the top thing,
yeah, in the billions,
just to do something just as a troll, and if I only got to do like $400 million into this movie, Snow White and the Multiverse of Madness, to come out right at the same time as Disney's Snow White and have everything we just talked about.
Oh shit.
And you know what? I would cast Snow White Prime would be the girl who played
Precious.
Rose Tico.
The black Snow White and Snowisha from Earth 2. Holy shit.
The Thanos of the Snow White universe is just the original from the original animated cartoon. Rachel Zegler, Rachel Zegler shows up and she's like, "You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me."
God. Can we have Snow White versus the Avengers?
Have a whole animated scenario where it looks like the Disney Snow White in black and white, and then just some like interdimensional beings coming out and like brutally murdering her.
Okay. Let's go over some of the comments.
And all of the little forest animals too, like taking the rabbit and just fucking smacking it on his head.
She's playing whack. She's playing whack.
Snow White in the Multiverse of Madness. I love this idea.
Her and the black girl take the deer and just start banging it on the fucking ground because they have nothing to eat in a fucking scene because they're starving.
Or it's the woodland creatures from South Park.
Yes,
It's like Happy Tree Friends. She's grabbing the deer by its hind legs and like pulling it apart. Like what the fuck?
yes.
Snow White Hulk. Snow Hulk. Holy
Snow Hulk. It's Snoke.
Oh, the one
It's the
thing I'll say
Snoke.
is in the trailer we didn't see the dwarfs that much. Oh wait,
No.
we didn't get the
we
DEI
didn't
dwarfs.
see the dwarfs not
at
much.
all.
We didn't see them
Yeah.
at all. We saw their shadows walking on the bridge almost
getting
exactly
the snowy shows.
superimposed
The
from
dwarfs
the
are
cartoon from the 20s, man.
okay. Let's go to the trailers. Comments. Just I think I was going through some of them.
Snow
It was just
White's
one.
multiverse madness.
I love the part where she said weird. Truly one of the moments in a movie. Oh god. Nobody asked for this or for the other live action remakes y'all have made recently. Very cringe. How about paying all of your employees a higher wage instead of wasting millions? That would also require those employees making good movies to get paid more money. Just saying.
Wait, go up a little bit. Right
As
there.
an Asian guy,
The real
I'll be very
warriors.
happy
No.
to play the role of Rapunzel.
What? No. That's a good
What?
one. Where is it? Ezra West comment. Go up to
Ezra West.
there. Yeah.
Did they cut the 7 magical creatures of all sizes, genders from?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they
Ezra.
did. Hopefully,
Oh no.
those reshoots were to reduce the message and actually focus on making a good movie rather than preaching to your audience. But it is Disney, so not expecting
It's
much.
still gonna be preachy. Look at that scene where she falls into the weird cave and the deer with the red eyes. It's like, she's gonna be the one saving the prince, or the prince is just gonna be some bumbling idiot trying to get laid who just sucks and dies at some point.
That's why
Yes.
with that red eye deer, that's why I thought of the woodland creatures from South Park.
He fall. The prince falls victim to the Council of Snow Whites.
Guess the snow got polluted. # fight climate change. Okay. All right.
No. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. The reception here is pretty positive. It's not as bad as like some of those Sony Marvel movies. Actually,
wait. I can only see Snow Brown and her 7 CGI dwarfs. Snow Brown.
It's a movie about heroin. Snow Brown. Heroin.
Snow Brown actually does sound racist. That's why I stick with beige sand. Come on, be creative.
The YouTube
Guys.
critics are already sharpening their pitchforks. Oh, we know who you're referring to. Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you.
It says I'm not a racist or anything. Okay. All right. Okay.
That's how you know you're gonna read a great comment. I'm not a racist, but
I'm not a racist or anything. But
I'm not a racist or anything, but Snow White is called Snow White because of how pale she was and how her lips were bloody red. Their daughter's hair was black as a raven. Her lips. Okay, that sounds kind of gay.
that's actually that's from the book.
Yeah. He was just giving a description of who Snow White was. I was like, you would need to put your races or anything. That's common knowledge.
Yeah. So you don't even have to qualify that, dude. All you did was make it sound like you kind of maybe are
said
racist.
actual facts, but like I'm not racist. It's like okay,
dude.
Right,
just
what?
say these are the facts from this is the character description from the book. I had the same problem when the Dark Tower, which is my favorite
Snow White by
fucking
ChatGPT.
book series of all time.
It's
And
top 3 for me.
They
Top
cast my favorite character, Roland of Gilead, with one of my
Idris Elba.
favorite actors, fucking Idris Elba. Wrong pick. He does. That's not. They say he. Yes.
My favorite
I know.
trailer.
I'm
They
agreeing with you.
describe his pale skin and blonde graying hair.
He's King is going on record saying it's Clint Eastwood.
Yes, he is modeled after fucking Clint Eastwood. So Scott Eastwood should have played him,
I
or
was saying,
even.
Most of the comments are it's pretty divisive here. Like, I'll be honest with you, from the trailer, it didn't look that bad, but the problem here is the CGI made it look really unbearable.
Well,
So
here's the thing:
CGI,
it didn't look bad, but they didn't show us anything.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true.
And
right?
They didn't
And
show
they-
shit. They didn't even.
Or
They
the-
only showed
Yeah.
Rachel Zegler's face twice in the whole
Mhm.
trailer.
In
Okay,
addition-
the rest it was the back of her head, her shoulder, the
Ah,
dress.
I'm not complaining.
And for
I need to
as
see the motor
close
back
as
of
it
her
is
head.
to release, they shouldn't be doing a teaser trailer. It should be a full trailer right now.
But the thing is everyone still has a complete bad taste from everything that's led up to this trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not our
Yeah.
fault. Not our fault.
Nope.
It's not
The
our
biggest thing, the biggest misfire they had was obvious. The Little Mermaid, again. That wasn't even little girls were upset. It's like, that's not Ariel. Like little black girls, you have them on fucking YouTube and TikTok going like, no, mommy, that's not Ariel.
Of course.
She looks like me.
Now other than those, the fake ones, the best one was when that Chinese kid was sitting there with the black, like the rip-off face mask. She looks like me, mommy. Now, what they could have done was just still called it the Little Mermaid, but used African, Jamaican, Caribbean folklore, which is plenty of, and told an original story with a new mermaid, but called it the Little Mermaid with original songs.
Yeah.
Problem fucking solved.
Just want to say,
no, not that. God,
you know, it didn't look that bad, but the CGI was something. And keep in mind, same thing I said with the Captain America trailer. We only got a teaser trailer, and we only got a minute and 30 seconds. So be honest here, when we get full trailers for this might literally be one of the movies ever made. Honestly,
now it looks like made for TV. It looks like made for Disney Channel on a Monday night back in 1989. Okay, when I was in fucking kindergarten.
Well, I will say
what
it definitely looks like the CGI. The actress acted, the producers produced, and the movie's gonna movie.
Yeah. And
hold on, Walter. Kids don't give a shit about lore accurate. Only the parents do. Oh, thank you.
Well, the parents
and when they're didn't give a shit either, because if we all did, many of the Disney classics would be ridiculed. Well, here's the thing: those classics, they weren't Disney classics to begin with. Disney just made movies about these classics, and now Disney is changing these classics, and they have been changed. To be fair, they changed them back in our day with the originals too, right? Like like just a
But the thing here about that, it's about lore accurate. At least could we get the main character? So if a director goes, but I'll make my own new story. Could you at least cast the lady to look at least what she looks like? Can she not be white? At least bare minimum shit here,
or a new or a new character
that could work too.
It could still be called the Little Mermaid, but be in a complete
Snow White origin.
Little Mermaid in the hood.
All Snow White is a mantle.
Okay, are done. So thank you guys for checking out this video. Have a good day.
Peace.
What the fuck?
Oh man, what other
trailer? That was fun. No. Dude, I like talking with Walter about this because
what we're gonna get the Snow White corpse.
Hold on, I'll go ahead and list off some of the other stuff. So, of course, they talked about Agatha all along. They announced Lilo and Stitch, the live-action remake. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. I have zero interest. Incredibles 3 was announced. Moana 2. They dropped another trailer for that. Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 just got announced as well.
Well, we knew that for a while.
Hey. In Lilo and Stitch, who's playing the big sisters? Because she got a big old fat ass. I don't know. That. Like, the
is there some like
might be
not? It's like there was a lot of shit about the casting in that movie too.
Because the Hawaiian girl wasn't dark enough, even though she was like Native
from Hawaii. That's
right.
So weird. We always grab it for not casting accurate people. Then they casted an accurate person. People still whoa, that's a little weird there. What the fuck?
I had a best friend growing up that was Mexican, and he was whiter than me, and he was Mexican. I mean, he was fucking straight Mexican. Right. It was.
Here's here's 3 more. So Frozen 3 just got announced.
They need to take a cue from their own song of Let It Go.
That Mufasa movie, I don't give a shit. Zootopia 2 just got announced.
A new Mufasa trailer.
Zootopia 2.
I liked origin story. Me and Selena really liked Zootopia 1, so that might be.
I've never seen Zootopia, but what Darnell saying is right.
It was
the
fun.
Mufasa movie is going to be a prequel to the first one, where he becomes the king of Pride Lands.
All right.
Not
Oh
for
yeah,
long.
it totally is.
And then they
Not for long.
announced Percy Jackson in the Olympians season 2. I actually enjoyed season 1, so I'm actually kind of wanted.
I would enjoy that if they actually did that book series fucking justice, because that's an incredible series.
Season 1 actually follows the book pretty close.
I read it in jail.
Say what?
I read it in jail.
Are you
I
serious?
read it in jail. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Now
wow.
we're doing some real Friday stories.
Now we're getting dark.
Dark. That's
No, dude, and they were small, so it was just like I was there for a weekend, and I just fucking knocked them out, dude.
Iron Oxide in the Multiverse of Madness. Nah, anyway. Yeah.
Iron
Jackson-
Oxide and the intoxicated mistakes made.
I can see
I cured it with the Percy Jackson novels.
If you get your hands on like whatever color inmates wear where you live, make like get like a green screen and do like a series of like you reviewing shit from jail.
in the
All right, the
cell with my
show-
homies.
All right, so they showed some new footage of Brave New World. Apparently, we got a look at Red Hulk.
Oh, I thought we saw him in the other trailer.
No, we got a full look at him this time.
We get his face. Does
We
he
get
look
his
like
face.
Harrison?
Yeah.
Somewhat,
Here, I'll bring it up
yes,
right here.
but he still looks like Red Hulk.
Here.
They showed some more footage for Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
So here's
So-
the
They
thing.
actually have footage.
I'm not looking forward to the Falcon Captain America movie, but seeing fucking Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford high as fuck at Comic-Con was so endearing. It almost broke my fucking heart. They were having so much fun and not giving a fuck. It was great.
Here.
They were,
Well,
they,
no,
they
no,
were
I'm
fucking- they started tickling each other at one
Oh,
point.
before
They
you
were
go.
just so fucking high they didn't care.
This has been announced for a long time. Freaky
What?
Friday 2 with Lindsay Lohan and Jimmy Lee
Nobody
Curtis.
wants that.
Nobody wants. The first
Freaky
one was
Friday
good.
2,
I like
like
the first
Googling.
one, but why would this be the sequel?
Hey, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not?
Why do you need
I
a
mean,
sequel
nobody
to that?
wanted Freaky Friday 1.
I don't. I,
This could be
I
fine.
really
This
don't.
could be fine.
What are they gonna do? Be a lesbian with each other?
Hey,
They're gonna eat each other out?
no.
in the movie?
No, hey, you know what? I want Lindsay Lohan to have a good redemption arc, okay? I would like that for her.
You're too nice.
Trying to find a good shot of the
Oh my
ring.
God,
I mean,
guys,
that
they
is her
dropped-
story. That's one of the saddest fucking things because she was about to be fucking Batgirl. And
They dropped the
everything
new
went to
Agatha
shit for
trailer.
her.
They dropped a new Agatha All Along trailer. Are we gonna watch it? Nope, because that's DOA.
Yeah, fuck that.
Can we even show the Red Hulk thing here
I
without
think we
getting?
can.
Yeah.
I have the picture. I should be able to
I got it too. If you want me,
You got
to
it?
pull
Oh yeah,
up.
bring
Yeah,
it
I
up
got
then.
it.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
All right, hold on. Not settings. What the fuck?
Do
All
I
right.
want Burger King right now?
Andor season 2.
That depends. Where you are, they serving breakfast yet?
No, it's
All
still.
right, I'm sharing
I want. It's still supper.
Oh, yeah,
No,
no.
yeah, I
wait
see
for
Indiana
breakfast.
Jones there.
No, I want me some freaking. I want me a
So,
double lobster.
You can kind of see his face. Yeah, there is
Yeah, it
Harrison
looks like
there.
Harrison Ford. It
It's-
does
he's
look
coming.
like Harrison
He's
Ford.
fucking-
Literally
he's
looks like
coming.
Harrison Ford, except he's red.
He's like fucking She-Hulk right here or something?
That sounds kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
That's pretty. Yeah. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
watched a video that shows like if Red Hulk would like ejaculate on a battlefield, it would kill everybody.
He just uses it as a flamethrower.
like all other radiation, the gamma radiation in his semen body fluids.
Okay, we're not talking about this. That's bringing me Spider-Man One More Day flashbacks. Not doing it.
Before we go, I want to cover this last thing because Nate will be here tomorrow. We're gonna cover all those digits probably tomorrow anyway because we have Saturday SmackDown and Nate took my peoples.
I'm about to take them again
We
next
play
week.
every other week.
and
Every other week.
drunken. He had a migraine because he was having so much sex he banged his head. Fucking hell.
You know, it's only a matter of time before I steal Selena away from you
Nice.
too. I'm just saying.
That's well,
Steal Selena away from who?
From him, so she can come play D&D with us.
she's never here in general. Selena's never here. Are you on crack? You can't steal someone that's not been here. What the hell? She was barely a moderator.
I'm taking
Weird,
all your
weird.
friends, buddy.
God,
I'm
man.
collecting his entire panel like they're Infinity Stones. Soon I'll have the whole gauntlet.
You don't have all of them.
So Nate, are we still on for contract negotiations tomorrow at like 9 a.m.?
Yeah, my back's been hurting. I think
Yes,
have
we
to
will
go
discuss your starting pay at $30 an hour.
all right. So remember how
Dude, you're already dressed for D&D. You might as well play.
Oh, okay. So a little bit of
He looks
context
like a
here,
better
just a
Doctor
tiny bit.
Doom. than anybody.
Ethan was trying. EVS, big fat fuck KFC manager, has been trying to flex to John. He flexed to John's long box that his campaign did more than his did. Now keep in mind, he flexed the campaign to a guy where this campaign is years late, not done. He literally flexed the campaign to, hey, look at my not done campaign that I basically have taken people's money and haven't fulfilled. Great flex. That's not a flex at all.
No, because he literally sold his book. And on top of that, we just talked to Vaughn tonight. Another guy that's somehow managed to outdo this motherfucker in every
No. He's going to show you. This is why this gets good. This is why Ethan just fucking self-owned himself so hard.
So to be factor in, Rainbow the Brew already finished in 2021 funding. He got a lot of money. And to be fair, I don't really like the guy, but he has an audience. They pay for his stuff, whatever, right? When they do get it, obviously. Keep in mind, the book should already be out. This man's asking for more money for toys. Like, who gives a fuck about toys like that? Who cares? So now he's asking for more money before even getting the actual book and initial perks done. And this guy went, the book is late because Ethan has been so busy consistently defending the crowdfunding community from attacks from Eric July, Yellow Flash, and others. This book is coming very soon.
That's a lie.
That's just like Winds of Winter.
Just see above.
At this rate, my very first movie has a chance of coming out before this fucker's comic does.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just pointing out.
Just see above. Here, go to where the picture is, where it's circled, MSK. Right. That's the punchline.
This is how you know this is how you know someone is so in love with a content creator that basic logic doesn't even apply to how they even defend the person.
3.5 years.
January 28th,
2021.
Donald Trump was still in office, I believe. Am I wrong?
No.
That was the first year of Joe Biden.
Yeah. Keep in mind, this is the real icing on the cake here. Defending the crowdfunding community, which is all independent people, from attacks from Eric July. How brain dead? How much of an NPC do you have to type that out?
Eric hasn't been going after anybody. He's been promoting his book and telling other people, hey, he just did a video today. Too.
Dude, he just did a video today of like, why should you buy the Ripazine #2? God, bro.
Remember, he made a video where he said you should really try to do your best and give your supporters what they want.
He basically told everybody be
wink,
great.
Wink.
Yeah. Go be great. That's what he says.
Fulfill your promises.
He's like Shia LaBeouf. He's like, do it.
Fulfill promises.
Well, that's a locale. Leave the effeminate has been alone. Oh no! Oh no!
Stop it. Stop it.
Okay, now here's the big one. Ethan is the hardest working person I know. Bullshit. He promotes so much. Bullshit. Something you must do to sell comics, often to the point where his voice is cracking and he's exhausted. He's under so much pressure.
If he's all this, why hasn't he? If he's all this, why hasn't he sold a single fucking comic?
Look at Hail the Lore.
Oh, he sold plenty of comics.
Look at the comment below this.
The comics just haven't been, nobody's got them yet.
Eric July gets significantly more hate and still gets his product out. LMAO, Ethan is a washed up loser. Washed up fat KFC manager loser. These people
struggling
are delusional.
With type 2 diabetes.
The dick writing is insane. Like, bro,
well, that's why that Hail the Lore. Someone tell him EBS is already married.
Dude, the way Ethan talks about John Malin, like he would suck off John Malin. Yeah, he said the comment to John Longsbach. He was like, you would suck me off to promote your comic. Dude, you suck off John Malin for everything.
He doesn't need to. John has already sold his comic. What do you mean?
Well, here's the thing. He wants to be John Malin. He probably also wants to be with John Malin, but that's beside the point.
No, he sucks off John Malin for every dude. John could literally say, hey, I think red's my favorite color. Ethan next stream. My favorite color has been red since I was born, and my dad used to
disagree. If John, which he's come very close
to marrying, kissing,
especially fucking let me finish. Especially when John came out and said that Riley bringing shit into the real world was a very bad and dangerous idea that would likely lead to a bad outcome for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan didn't defend that. Ethan
he
Ethan
said
was very critical of that.
Recently,
If
he said that
John slips harder than that,
yeah,
which that was not a hard slip, and it already got him some heat.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Ethan will fucking turn on John, and when Ethan turns on John, and I'm predicting it will happen.
No, what I was going to bring up
will be one of the worst. He will go after him with all of the rage of fucking that Fatal Attraction bitch boiling bunnies on a fucking stove.
Glenn Close.
That hard. Yeah, Glenn Close. He will go after him because the way he acted with Yellow Flash was like a fucking jilted middle school girlfriend. Okay.
You know what I wanted to bring up was he literally that John Longsbox thread we went over for that video. He literally said that we have content creators calling cops on critics. He didn't like that. We know who that's directed to. He doesn't think Riley really did anything bad. Like, dude, I swear, John Malin, he's in love with that guy. I firmly believe they're fucking gay. Not maybe John reciprocates, but
EVS John doesn't reciprocate, but EVS
for sure loves that guy.
EVS wants to fucking be so much inside John Malin that he's wearing his skin. And
dude, he loves everything John says
inside him sexually and also being him at the same time, like a puppet. Dude, like, look at how young and hot I am.
He's like, me and John Malin are the kings of my PG and all. If John Malin writes out a thread, a whole entire he writes out paragraphs. Ethan agrees with every point. He literally sucks this guy for everything he says. Yeah. I've never seen a man do that.
Here's the thing, though. John stays in line with Ethan. John is under Ethan's fucking thumb. Ethan may be fucking, like have it out for him in that way, like we just talked about. But he is still like, it's such a weird codependent relationship, man.
No, he called the people out. He said
John Malin is afraid Shane. Of, just like all of them, Shane, all of them, he said afraid of any kind of independent thought.
He said he himself, John, Shane, Cecil, and Anna. He said we're like the top guys essentially here. Yeah. Even though Anna's not even really CG herself.
No,
she makes
that's
calendars.
Anna does cosplay calendars. They're fine.
He considers Anna CG.
I respect that Anna knows a lot about a lot of shit.
Yeah,
I will respect that. I will respect that. But Anna is also fucking dumb in a lot of ways and says and does stupid things.
You think Shane? But Shane literally is an NPC. Shane is probably worse than she is. Shane actually has no thoughts for herself at all.
Yes, actually, Anna, I still have respect for because Anna still
have her own opinions.
Here's the thing: she gets away with her own opinions because she's has female privilege. She has female privilege.
She has big tits. Absolutely. That's just kind of how it works. Yeah.
Well, she's a girl. Yeah, she's a girl, so she's allowed. She can still cross enemy lines and go on Flashcast.
She can go on Yellow Flash's show. EVS says nothing about that. Now imagine if Shane went on Yellow Flash's show, how EVS would feel about
John.
That. Or John. Crazy. Just saying.
Really, any of them that are under his fucking thumb. He keeps those guys so far under his thumb. It's
because
fucking infuriating.
Well, Anna knows this because since Ethan's defended her so much, if he says anything, then she'll know that Ethan isn't shit. Because she basically said on the one of the things I didn't agree with her on. She was on one stream where she said, if EVS just did something to you, just get over it. And it's like, lady, that's not how that works. I mean, like, what are you talking about? Girls do that all the time.
She's living in a different
different reality.
Different reality than the rest of them. Though she is also manipulated. This is where I said she's also very stupid in a lot of ways.
She's a girl.
She was completely manipulated by Ethan when he was releasing all that information about Kelsey and ruining their fucking friendship that had been around for years, taking him, the K, out of the fucking Jack show. And replacing it with who? Oh, Ethan.
Yeah, these people.
No, I do. I'm still like I'm on the fence with Anna. She's all right. For now, I'm still in John Malin. I'm praying for fucking John Malin's soul. Like, get out of there. You're in a bad relationship, bud.
Like, hey man, I'll even buy his book. People say it's bad because the art in it look. I'm saying the story.
The art's fucking fire.
Really good. I gotta give him credit.
So
look good. Yeah. Whenever he has the Godlike campaign, I'll buy it.
I've heard the writing is shit, but I could kind of expect that kind of happens.
You know, man, I went on eBay to see if I could buy Godlike. They're selling it for they're trying to charge $175. I'm like, bro, come on,
fuck that.
Stop it. $175 for that? For a nope. No, you might need to fuck off with that.
Oh my god, but Eric July is overcharging the customers with an inventory that is still readily available.
Good lord. All right,
everyone. The walls are closing in, folks. This is it. That magazine. You sold it for so cheap.
I don't even know what EVS's real feelings are. Man, Flip Flops his opinions every day. What is his actual opinion on anything? I don't know.
Well, the thing is, you go back to his original ISOM review, and that's how you know he is completely disingenuous. And also go back to what he used to say about Rini before they had their falling out. It's all emotional and personally based. That he decides, just like the threats he made to John Longbox. He was pretty much telling him, "I'll destroy your shitty comic book" by saying it's a shitty comic book before it's even come out.
Yeah, like
because I'm Ethan.
Because he said there's no such thing as bad faith here. Before we go, we'll leave it about 10 minutes. I feel like I gotta get to bed for work.
All he is
I'll show what this is. So Ethan and that one guy, what's his name? B.A. Turner. He said there's no such thing as bad faith.
B.A. Turner.
I'm just saying right now, if anyone says that bad faith is not a thing, you are retarded, and your opinion to me means worthless dog shit. Okay. Bad faith. I'll just bring it up right now. People don't think I'm lying, because people think I'm always lying when I don't lie at all.
Well, yeah, he lies all the time, folks.
Facts. Intent to deceive. Keep in mind what I just told you there. Intent to deceive. There's a reason why in courts they have to verify if what someone did is wrong or good. There is the good and bad intentions for it. It's mostly a court thing. So let's use Dick Masterson for example. Dick Masterson's review. Remember, he said he didn't even read it before he said it was trash. That's bad faith. His intention was to lead people down a bad road before he had ever even read the book. That's bad faith. That means nothing he said means anything because his intent was to fuck over people, thinking bad word of mouth about the book. That's
all
bad
he
faith.
Did was use a classic writing, basically like what a teacher would use to outline all the writing problems in a book, which means absolutely dick, because you could do that to some of the great classics and that same thing would happen. I'm not saying ISOM is a great classic. I'm just saying it's a fine comic book.
Yeah.
It's all I've ever said.
Just
it's
for a
good
definition.
Gets better.
In a dishonest way and improper way. So dishonesty would be so if someone, so this is what I'll say. Not all reviews are in bad faith, but if someone has already previously expressed they don't like somebody, I wouldn't necessarily trust that person to have the best intentions of reviewing something if they don't like that other person with good intentions, if that makes sense.
He also misrepresented parts of the book
got them blatantly wrong. Yep.
In a different way by saying ISOM putting his hand on a woman's shoulder was somehow assault.
Yep. Intentionally deceiving people there. That's bad faith. Basically putting his arm on a woman's shoulders when it's previously established in the book, they knew each other. Or you can tell in the book, in that scene, they knew each other.
Yes. And even going as far as to, not in his review, but later on saying that must be what Eric July likes to do with women in real life. I'm insinuating that he puts his big black unwelcomed hands on unsuspecting women in real life.
Or Dick Masterson, another bad faith criticism. He says Rippaverse books are bad based off of what other people have not only put out in their reviews that don't like Eric, and he'll say they're bad before they've ever even come to fruition. He said Gooding was bad, and Gooding just got released this week. He said it was already bad months before this. He did the same thing with Alpha Core. Right. So that's what bad faith is. So there was a girl on Twitter that was like, "What do you consider bad faith?" No. You need to understand what I'm going to bring up here. It doesn't matter what you consider a definition of a word. What does it actually mean? Bad faith is not like, okay, someone doesn't like you, so they just try to basically someone not liking you trying to fuck with you. That's essentially what it is. Bad faith is not like someone critiquing your story and giving you honest criticism. That's not what bad faith is. Bad faith has a distinct definition about it. So if anyone says, well, what do you guys think of bad faith? Are you saying it for the correct definition, or are you saying it as far as some like bullshit term? Because
bad faith is EVS getting into an argument with John Longboxes and saying your book is a piece of shit before I've even read it.
Hi, Stray Beans. How you doing, man? He says, I don't think the hand of the shoulder thing was ever meant to be a serious comment, but the way he implied that made it so. I'm just saying.
You have to go back and watch his streams where he talks about it afterwards. He did his tone. Yeah, he goes on about it. He keeps talking about it.
I'm not saying anything about you.
He definitely implies that Eric July puts his hands on women based on that specific part of his essay. On the
says, it seems like people use that comment to dismiss the legitimate and accurate criticism of the book. I'm not saying the book's perfect. I'm not saying at all. But if someone is saying like putting your hand on a woman like that is assault, that's just wrong, because that's
Stray Beans
insane context with that.
Stray Beans, dude, I'm gonna call you out right now because you're using the same fucking words that we keep hearing. The legitimate and accurate criticism of the book. Everybody keeps saying this is legitimate and accurate criticism. You are like
subjectively.
You're like the fucking news repeating the same thing over and over. This is what we hear, like all of them say. This is legitimate, accurate criticism of the book, and Eric July cannot take this legitimate, accurate criticism of his book. He has such a thin skin. It's only been 5 years.
I will say the fact that when someone says something is legitimate and accurate, it's to their own opinion. Okay, it's not you can't think of it as a universal thing. Now, if there's a general consensus, then maybe people are thinking the same thing. But if someone is like, "Hey, I am objectively right in my own subjective opinion," that doesn't make any sense. Like you can't.
Yeah, my legitimate, accurate criticism of
objectively.
Let's see. Of Nate is that he is a flaming homosexual with a bad haircut. Many people could disagree with that.
How did you know?
We agreed never to talk about that again.
Oh my! So he says, "Why is the shoulder comment the only part of this criticism that people are trying to?" Okay. I'll explain it one more time.
Because it's easy. Because he keeps bringing it up after the fact.
Well, the thing is, the way that he said would happen is accurately wrong. So if he's gonna get something like that wrong, okay, something like that, and say it was this very bad thing, why would I trust him on anything? Okay, that's what I'm trying to bring up.
Because that's also not something that happened in the book the way he described it.
I don't know how to keep explaining this. The way he described it is wrong. Not objectively. That is literally, if you read the book, wrong. I'm just pointing it out. You have to like ISOM 1. I don't care if you do. But if someone's going to review something, I hope you accurately, read and understood what was going on in the context of things. I would hope you would, because you're going to get a review, right?
I have so many friends that fucking think, oh, wow, that was a complete piece of shit. It sucks. I don't like it. I don't like the art.
Everything is subjective in
I don't even get the story.
Shit.
I'm never buying another book from them again. That's fucking fine.
So accurate criticism I don't know. It basically means my criticism is the I honestly don't know. Criticism is just criticism.
Discuss a lack of motivation or lack of urgency in the story.
The motivation was for him to find and see what's happening with Jasmine. That's not a lack of motivation.
It's kind of like, dude, it was similar to like Logan when your main character is like out of that element and does not want to get back into it. It was that lack kind of exploration.
Urgency and story. Yeah, I would say the books have. I'll say not even just ISOM. There's some parts in ISOM 2, Alpha Core. A lot of them sometimes have that. I criticize that in some of them. Honestly, that one I don't disagree with. That's fine. But I'm just saying, like that's for me. If someone is accurately, intentionally deceiving somebody,
I agree too. But it's like a slow burn too. Also,
Yeah.
you're supposed to wait for the motivation to build to that tipping point. Hasn't got there.
Yeah. So for me, that's just how I kind of look at things. If someone is lying about something like that and then blowing it out saying it's assault when very clearly it's definitely not what happened, I just don't take that person seriously. I'm sorry. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
Or trying to say this mid book is the worst thing they've like.
Someone says that's the worst comic ever.
Like
I
a
know you
fucking
never read
travesty. It's the absolute worst thing. Like, dude, this is like better than most modern big three right now. If you've read that shit, but you have to read comic books to actually, care.
Oh, they just announced another one: The Mandalorian and Grogu, 2026.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that'd be a movie. Yeah. MSK ain't shit. It's factual and scientifically proven. All right, we do have to head out of here in a little bit. We'll go with this last one. If Isamu's out of that world and doesn't want to get back into it, why would he be motivated by someone he doesn't know goes missing? His sister tells him. He did
know who was missing. You haven't read it, dude.
Good Lord, man. Okay. His sister calls him.
Let me know when you have actually read it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. His sister calls him and lets him know what's been going on. She doesn't know what's been going on with Jasmine.
And
why am I explaining this?
Who it is.
Yeah. This thing. Wait, hold on. How many superheroes have quit in their shows and movies and we allow them to come back?
Yep.
I'm just pointing out how many superheroes.
Yep.
I'm not saying you're a normie. I'm not saying anything about you. I'm just saying this.
Logan, old man, Logan in the movie.
How many superheroes have
quit?
Spider-Man numerous times.
Spider-Man.
Hold on. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, he literally quit in the middle of the movie. That's considered one of the best super movies ever made, in my opinion. Top 2.
Oh, though we got to understand, we weren't told exactly what all of Isam's powers were right up front.
I'm just saying
superheroes getting that immediately.
I'm just saying superheroes getting back into it after quitting is not a.
It's a trope. It's been done. If anything, that was part of my problem with it. It's like, oh, it's this kind of story.
Well, look.
And I was like, oh, it's one of these. Okay.
So
I'll bite. Whatever.
Out of everyone here, I'm probably I like Eric July stuff, but I'm probably a little more critical of the comments of his writing. But Stray Beans, how many superheroes quit in their first appearance? That's something we haven't really touched on before. So I mean, it's kind of like different.
That's a rabbit hole.
It's different.
That is actually, yeah.
You talking about movies? You talking about comics? You talking about that's a.
You're going into a superhero that you don't know after they've already retired.
Quit that was first appearance.
Kind of a neat thing. Also, not knowing what his limitations and powers are was also a neat thing. That's just me. I liked that.
Yeah.
If
I will point this out
all up front. That's cool too.
I want to just point this out here. Just because a lot of people in Marvel and DC and whoever told their stories that way does not mean that other stories can't be told. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna dig in my brain and remember everything about a superhero. I mean, I can. I'm not saying I can't, but it's like what. That kind of question is like, why shouldn't Batman kill? Then it just turns into a damn like myriad of shit we're going in through. It doesn't matter.
No,
just because the story is told one way does not mean that this has to be told that way. There is no rules to that, because if that were to be the case, then we wouldn't have any stories told in any different ways.
Bring up Stray Beans again.
It says, I agree. Isam isn't the worst thing in the world. Okay. But Eric July burnt any goodwill from comics fandom by making a career nitpicking bitching comics. I'll just say, hey, hold on. I can already answer this.
How long have you been in comic fandom, my guy? That's all anybody in comic fandom does is nitpick.
You know what I'm saying?
Bitch.
Okay,
but
maybe Eric was your only person that you watched. Maybe he was. Going around, I can even show you people. There's many other people that did this. Just literally type in comic. Thinking Critical. Go to Thinking Critical's channel. Go to Wes's channel. Wes's channel. I'm not even shooting you. Go to watch Thinking Critical. He is very critical about Marvel and DC. Maybe Eric was the only person you ever watched. That's fine. Go and search out other people. I guarantee you he wasn't the only one doing that. And first,
is it because he was critical, or because he was critical about the way things are going now? And certain things he was critical about, because being critical has always been a thing. People have been bitching about the multiverse and all of the massive crisis events.
Do you know how many people were bitching about the Flash and Crisis on Infinite Earths coming back?
Yes.
to life.
I
Very
cannot remember.
talked about.
I cannot remember a time.
Jim Lee's
where-
retcon of what they did with Claremont. Come on.
Dude,
I can't remember a time that I didn't have, like, look, going back to the late 80s, early 90s, that people did not nitpick and bitch about comics. Some of my earliest conversations with friends I remember were bitching about comics and nitpicking. Like I said, this is what the fandom does.
Right.
Also, I want to point
But
out,
right now it's only a problem because the fandom is nitpicking and complaining about ideology being implanted into comics, and that's a thing that Eric July has touched on a lot, and he's not the only one.
I just want to point out, if you're a customer, as long as you said you've been a comic fan since 1993, I'm not doubting you. I don't know you. I'm not doubting you. What I'm saying is, you've been buying comics that long. We all have. I've been buying comics for a long time at this point. Why are you not allowed to? I just want to ask you, why are you not allowed to critique them? I'm paying for this stuff with my own hard-earned money. Why am I not allowed to critique them? But we only talk about when Eric bitched about them. Eric paid for them with his own money. Of course, if I got a shit comic, people know I buy every form of comic there is known to man. Every format. If I get a bad book, I'm going to tell you it's bad. Like, I'm sorry. I'm like that.
Look, man.
Or a change, or a fundamental change to a fucking character
we'll bring it to a real
was
life,
never there before.
Or bring it to a real life example. You go and buy a car, okay? That a brand new car off the lot, that doesn't work. Are you not going to complain about it? Like, I'm just asking. No, think criticism is fine. I disagree with that. But are you not allowed to complain about stuff you willingly bought with your own money? What? And this thing is, why is he the only one that got criticized for doing that?
Because Eric's criticism was rage bait disguised in criticism. What's the rage bait, guys?
Rage bait.
Tell me what's the rage. Be specific. Tell me
about thumbnails, because that does not count. Thumbnails are not rage bait.
Tell me what the rage bait is.
If you're gonna say thumbnails, that's not rage bait, because that's just getting people to click on
because
smart.
If you're gonna say that Eric July complained about a thing that you don't think anybody else should complain about because reasons.
Yeah, I would say this.
I want to know. Tell me what the rage bait is specifically.
Miles Morales is. I mean, okay. Let's just say that. Okay.
Peter Darker, Miles Morales.
Miles
right?
Morales.
Miles Morales is Miles Morales. He's a complete derivative of Peter Parker. He doesn't have any personality of his own or any villains of his own.
Yep. I'll say this. Okay, you didn't like Eric's criticism about Miles Morales. That's fine. But I'll ask you, do you think he was the only person that said he didn't like Miles Morales? Dude, a lot of people don't like that character. He's only like
shitting on Mags Visaggio regularly.
Mags Visaggio's trash, dude. Sucks. Come on, Max. Stop.
Mags
Visaggio's trash, dude.
Bottom line, we don't have to think the same. You can not like something he likes. You can like something he doesn't.
Yeah. If you didn't like
Visaggio, though, my God, dude.
Look,
if you didn't like,
unlike these guys,
you want to die on that hill. Go right ahead.
If you didn't like Eric's criticism about those people, here you could do what the corporations say. You could not watch. There you go.
I don't have a dog in this fight. Like, I don't take part in the video.
Miles is my Spidey man.
Okay, fuck off.
I don't take part in most of these conversations.
Hey, Miles is my Thor.
Okay.
Eric July does exactly like everybody else who talks about comics makes videos.
He's my Black Panther.
He has opinions. He likes and doesn't like things. You don't have to agree with him. If it's big of a deal, stop watching him.
Yeah. Or
stop reading his shit.
Or
if you don't like it, don't take part in it.
I'll even say this. Make your own channel. Criticize comics the way you want to.
Yeah, but
here's the other thing, man.
Not talking shit to you, dude. Do it.
You're mad because people think that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Think about that.
I'm too busy looking at D23 announcements.
I'm just, dude. Max Visaggio. This thing is, who cares, dude? I promise you, Max Visaggio does not give a fuck about you. So why should you care what happens to him? He doesn't probably care about you. Doesn't even know you exist. The other one, Peter Darker. You can like Miles Morales. I'm not saying Darker. I'm not saying you can.
I like the end of the Spider-Verse movies. That's the only time they actually gave that character any character.
We gotta go to bed. I'll say we gotta go back after this. It's getting late. He says blaming woke stories. Okay. So that is a reason why people would stop.
That's why the sales are declining.
A lot of people would blame
why.
Also, this blaming woke stories. Okay, that will have an impact on sales. that is not up for discussion. That will have an impact on sales. That just will, while ignoring other issues. No. That can be one of the issues. They can all be issues individually, separately. Unit price distribution. No. I agree with all that, but that is a problem, though. That is an issue. Are we gonna do? Like, come on. I agree.
I
with
want to
everything you
ask
just
you,
said there.
Stray Beans, do you think correcting all of those other problems you mentioned would make the woke books sell? Answer honestly.
That's a good question.
Answer fucking honestly.
And keep in mind,
correct them all. Now tell me, these characters are going to sell the way Peter Parker, the way Logan, the real Wolverine, the way Tony fucking Stark, the way the Avengers, the way Bruce Wayne as Batman, or even Tim Drake, but not fucking Luke Fox.
Because
Batman.
Because that's the thing is blaming woke stories.
Tell me, are they going to sell? Are they going to sell on their own without any of those problems? You erase all those problems.
I completely understand the other portions because those are individually their own problem. But why can't woke stories be a problem? That is absolutely a problem.
But look, the majority of this market are woke stories. Fair enough, but the big titles that are becoming woke stories are turning people off from checking out the smaller titles.
Yeah. And this I agree with WZ. I agree. Not all of them are woke, but that's not the point, though. Like, that shouldn't have to be explained. That's a self-explanatory thing. What I'm saying is that would be
brand
regardless.
And brand recognition. Even though, well, not all of our brand is fucked, just the main parts of our brand are unappealing right now. The main things people want.
Yeah.
So like, maybe not the majority, but the main things people want are not what they actually want. So people aren't going to buy any of it.
Okay. Well, let's say Eric does do that, which is not true. I've seen his videos. I know that's not true. You can go make your own channel, talk about all that stuff yourself. Dude, I've seen comics.
Why don't you tell me why these stories are good? Where are those videos? I can find a million videos saying exactly what I'm saying, why these stories suck, why I don't like them.
And they don't sell.
But all I find on the other end is videos complaining about the videos of the people complaining about it.
Well, this is the thing, Walter.
Tell me why it's great. Tell me why it's good.
I'll answer this for you. We got to go. Ask yourself this. Why do comics feel the need to move? No. I would say this. The model never really worked in general. It was working for a bit of time, and by working, it never really made that much money. Just keep on here. Them shifting took away whatever money they were already getting. It was a bad idea to shift anything, actually. Keep in mind, comics never really made that much money. They shifted everything for no reason. And come on, they shifted everything and then put it back. Marvel's all new. They put it back. They shifted things back somewhat, in terms of like mantles and characters to some degree, but it's by the by.
They had already done so much damage.
Yeah, at that point, it's so much damage.
They still do it. You open up a comic book and you're expecting a story, and it's just a fucking bubble of dialogue that is nothing but intersectionalism and fucking preaching.
All right, we'll do outros. But Stray Beans.
Sorry, I could go on about this forever. And Stray Beans, dude, I would like to actually have a. Yeah, it's cool having somebody to talk to that isn't getting like you haven't like laid into me. I've probably been more aggressive, and I apologize. I have been drinking heavily this evening. But I would love to talk to you, man. Yeah, if we can have like a regular conversation.
If you're not a troll and you actually want to have a legitimate conversation, we can make it happen.
Big time, man. Yeah, I love hearing.
I just want to say,
and I promise I'll sober up for Scout's honor.
Scout's honor.
Shut up.
All I'm saying, hey, I got counters for days, dude. Especially the Peter Darker thing. Just saying, I got counters for that for days.
You can't tell me Peter Darker is not kind of funny too. Come on,
that's pretty funny.
I have no clue you're talking about. So
it's Miles Morales.
I will say this. People say last thing as one full flag. People say Miles Morales is such a good character. Name me a popular storyline from him. Name me one. Give me 5. I know I can do it for Spider-Man, do it for Batman, do it for Superman, do it for X-Men, do it for a bunch of characters. Give me 5 good Miles Morales stories I should read right now. Tell me. Iconic ones that people are going to remember and read throughout years from now on. Give me 5.
And here's another thing, dude. It's not the character's fault. Miles Morales is a victim.
It's black. That's his fault.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
White man's talking. It's not Miles Morales' fault. It's the writer's fault. They didn't develop him right. They didn't give him an identity right. They just piggybacked off and made him so derivative. They did a great job in the fucking movies. Those 2 movies, because the people that wrote the movies weren't the comic book writers.
I can't wait for the third one.
So they did a great job there, but giving him an identity is what they need to do. And they also need to develop his own villains, which is why fucking Spider-Man 2099 stands out, has his own villains. More up, Batman fucking Beyond, Terry McGinnis is right up there with Bruce Wayne. Why? Because he has his own villains, his own identity, his own personality. He also has his own rogues gallery, baby.
No. But that doesn't answer what I just said. Name me stories you could tell those kids to read right now for Miles Morales. I'm not saying you're wrong. Maybe that might be true in different places of the world. That's fine. Different experiences.
Okay.
We'll grow up with characters differently. What Miles Morales stories would you tell these kids to read? Good stories that you don't consider woke. Tell me a story you would give them.
But
that's what I'm asking.
Also,
that's subjective.
Go ahead,
your comment is subjective because I mean it's.
No, I'm saying
again,
no.
We need to go. We need to go, but I would love to have you in a conversation with us, bud. Because
last thing I want to say to Stray Beans, because you said the kids like Miles Morales much more than Peter.
Walter,
why do you think that is? Marketing.
Yep.
They are putting Miles Morales on more stuff. He's in more Happy Meal toys. He's had 2 cartoons come out. Is there a
video game?
Yeah. They're marketing him toward kids,
game.
so of course he's more popular. But is he going to stand the test of time?
Does
he have those those stories that are going to be fucking around forever, like Peter Parker? No, not yet.
It's not about it being subjective. What is an iconic Miles Morales story that you've read that I would know about that you could tell the kids, even if it doesn't matter? Most iconic stories, people could read and love them. That's just kind of why they're good. I've never heard someone tell me about any Miles Morales story that's been good enough for me to go buy it right now.
Yeah. And look, I've got kids who read comics. My son, my
people can name
is a massive Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like one of his top characters. He likes both Peter and Miles, but he is more exposed to Miles, so that's who he gravitates towards.
And he's black.
Marketing.
It's got nothing to do with the MSK. Shut your mouth.
Yes, it is.
Rotate it and have Peter Parker be the one marketed more. He gravitates more towards Peter Parker.
Right. And here's what they're doing right now. The way they're marketing it is Peter Parker is the older one. Miles Morales is younger, so he appeals to a younger audience. So appealability and
if he's the newest Spider-Man,
like everything else,
what the kids can attach to.
That's a completely different thing than actual stories, actual recognizability. Is Miles Morales called Spider-Man or is he called Miles Morales?
Like literally,
that's another thing to just answer.
Before we go, Spider-Man, I'll just say a story. The Kraven's Last Hunt, Maximum Carnage. Just 2 off the top of my head right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying right now, if people think Miles Morales is this cool of a character, what is the stories that he has that are as good as Peter's? I'm just asking. I'm not saying you. I'm just asking the fact that if we're going to prop this character up to this point, he should have stories that are so good I can go and read them and they can age forever. Not subjectively. We read those right now and they'd be just as good. Birth of Venom. Just someone down the line. All right, so outros. Sorry, Darnell. We gotta go. Holy shit! But thank you, Stray Beans, for being here. Yeah, conversation was pretty cool, man.
Stray Beans, but that's one thing I'm not gonna back down
cool,
on,
dude. I like having the conversation.
Yes, you do,
and you're being respectful.
Please come back so we can talk to you. I would love to talk to you on.
He can't come here. He's white.
That'd be awesome, dude. I would love to discuss this with you more.
Just kidding,
but yeah, man, them shoes marketed to kids, but look at the marketing for Miles Morales over Peter Parker. That's what I'm saying on that. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for having me. I'll be mostly on MSK shows throughout the week. I guess Curse of Strahd every other Saturday.
You're goddamn right.
It's okay.
Stray Beans,
We all disagree
We
and
got-
agree, but that's why we have conversations here. I'm not gonna ban you. I'm not gonna be mad at you for having a different life experience.
Yeah,
or you have
bud.
different
No.
things to look at.
No, man.
You're fine. I don't care. You're good.
He's
Absolutely.
lying.
No,
He
I
totally-
actually
he
like
totally will.
I like having these conversations because
Yes.
that used to be what fandom was about.
As long as you
Also,
don't think
you
we're
got-
racist or bigots or any of that stuff, then you're good.
Right.
You're one
Also,
to talk.
Stray Beans, you gotta work on that white guilt, man. It's
Yeah.
probably crippling you just a little. The weight of the world is not on your shoulders.
Oh god.
Just because
Show
of your
those kids
pigmentation.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie, first 2 Spider-Man films. So Spider-Man 3 is not good, but whatever. It's subjective, like WC said. Nate, what you got coming up? Let's go.
Obviously, Curse of Strahd next weekend. I'm stealing Happier Panel again for that.
Thank you. Fuck off, bitch.
Got some movie reviews coming out, and yeah, that's about it. You said
Take
quick
it
and
easy.
easy. That's quick and easy.
You know, I'm getting old, man. I'm surprised. Oh my god, Emerald, what you got coming up, man?
Sleep. And then back here tomorrow.
Oh, I will say this, Stray. I'm gonna buy my first Miles Morales omnibus and some stories based on them, and I'll read them and I'll review them and I'll see if I like them. I'll be honest here. I've only got like 1 or 2, I think. I kind of lost them when I was moving, but I'll get some of the stories and I'll go for myself and read and be like, why aren't these very good for people? You know. But then again, my subjective opinion, because I don't know that many Miles Morales stories outside of like 1 really. All right, Iron, what you got coming up?
Fuck her right in the pussy.
He'd been waiting on that one for a while.
He was
Yeah.
waiting for that.
As you guys know, I got plenty of stuff coming. Cloud9 Podcast going to Rumble, Iron Man Podcast and Cloud9 Podcast episodes going to the podcasting platforms, new content dropping. And thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man Podcast, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you to every single person that's in the chat. Shout outs to the people that have got me here. Shout out to people that, subscribe to the channel. 1,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Just want to say before we head out, this is what nerds do. So we have conversations. We can agree and disagree. That's totally fine. It's all good.
Hey,
No harm,
he
no
admitted he's
foul.
a nerd. Does that mean he can come play Curse of Strahd now?
Stray, if you can play Curse of Strahd, fucking hell. We'll see. Curse of Buttholes. We'll see how it goes.
At this point, he'd probably show up instead of you.
Good. You guys can have that on stream. If Miles Morales is a good character, you might actually throw yourself off a bridge. Good lord.
You can play Son Goku. Come on, buddy.
We'll see you guys later. Have a great day, everybody.